properties.
Hello? Ah, okay, there we go. Hello. Sorry about that. For some reason, it was on the right thing, but it just wasn't picking anything up. So, yeah, that's me talking. Okay, cool. Hello, everybody. Let's try again. Hello, everybody. Hello, Dark God. Hello, Nizzy. How are we all doing today? I hope we're doing well after the long weekend. No Saturday stream as I was watching Eurovision. How was everybody's weekend and start of their week's been? Mine's been pretty decent. Obviously, me and Chloe, we had a quiet Friday, actually. And then Saturday we watched Eurovision, so we got some beers. I had far too many beers. I fell asleep during the voting section, and then woke up to Austria winning. So yeah, I was gone, man. I was passed out, but it was a good time. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And Sunday was just a bit of a quiet day. What happened end of last stream? It went wrong on here, so I didn't see. Yes, so basically, I think it was Twitch's end, because like when I ended the stream, Twitch still was like saying I was streaming for like for what's it called? For like half an hour, 45 minutes after I'd stopped streaming. So I think it was really weird. I think the lag was so bad that it was like streaming one frame every like 4 seconds. So it had to catch up, and then I looked on the VOD, and it just cut off the last like 5-6 minutes. It was on Twitch's end for sure. But basically, yeah, we ended up winning the Champions League. 4-1 versus Ajax. Sorry, here we go. 4-1 versus Ajax, and then I did the wheel for the new tactic, and I actually did a different tactic, and then I went back and looked later on. I went, oh shit, we've already got that one. So then I rolled the wheel again off stream, and we got the 4-1-2-1-2 DM wide, I guess. So this is the new formation for this season. But yeah, that's how that went. And then Monday, Tuesday, what have I been doing? Not too much. We're getting ready for my sister and my aunt are coming to visit us on Thursday. Well, they're in Frankfurt on Thursday. That's horrible, lol. I don't know what you're talking about, Nizzy. I have cracked the code for this tactic. I've cracked the code, I think. It has gone very well with this one, I'll tell you that so far. But yeah, my parents, my sister and my aunt are coming to Frankfurt on Thursday, so we're going to have to see them. Friday, we're going to be in Darmstadt together, and then we're going to show them Bensheim on Saturday, and then Sunday, we're dropping them back off the airport. So a busy few days coming up, so we're kind of getting the house ready and stuff. Also, we got a vet coming tomorrow, because Ving's got a little growth on her snout, and I want to get it checked out before they come over, so we'll have to wait and see what that is, but hopefully nothing too big. We also washed the dogs for the first time in like 6 months, a year. They were so dirty, and Ving lost so much hair. Yeah, I noticed it today and was like, shit, that looks like I don't know if it's like a spot or a growth or what it is, but I was like, let's just get a vet to check it out. And there's this app that in Germany, there's like the vets just come to your place instead of going to the vet. So I went, yeah, sure, why not? Hello, Viva, how are you? Yeah, thank you both. She doesn't seem like she's any different. Like, she's not acting any different. So it's kind of just, I want to get it checked just in case, because you never know with these sorts of things. So they're coming tomorrow, which shouldn't be too bad. That was very quick notice, being able to get an appointment tomorrow. We did wash both of them. Ving lost so much hair when we washed her. Like, she has completely shed her winter coat. She looks so much skinnier now. The amount of hair that came off her was insane. And they got some new dog beds too. So they've been having loads of stuff going on with them. Yes. No, what else? Washed them. They were chilling outside for a while. I've been getting a tan slowly. But yeah, it's been a relatively busy weekend. But it's going to be even more busy this weekend. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with streams, because I won't be able to be here on Thursday. And then Saturday I won't be, potentially either. Maybe Sunday. I was attacked by an off-leash dog. Oh no, Viva, shit. Is your dog okay? F1 was meh. I didn't think it was too bad. I think it was a shame that Verstappen kind of got all of the luck his way, because I think it was weird, because the safety car, the virtual safety car kind of screwed things up, And then the safety car kind of helped things, but then the safety car lasted so long, it kind of made things worse at the end, as well. Like Verstappen got them at the perfect times for him to complement his race. If they'd gone his way, it could have been a really interesting. I thought overall it was a relatively decent race for Imola. There was a bunch of different strategies going on and stuff like certain people. But yeah, like the safety cars kind of changed things up. But I thought it was decent. We had the Piastri Norris stuff, Hamilton and Leclerc, like Russell getting screwed out. I thought it was okay. Physically, he's fine. Mentally, I don't know yet. He seemed just happy, chirpy self afterwards. Okay, that's good at least. That's good. Yeah. Okay, that's the important thing. Yeah, no, it's scary when that happens. We had that with Ving one time. I don't think she got like actually bit or anything, but it was a lot. I think it was just a lot of them barking and snapping in each other's faces. Yuki almost forgot. Oh yeah, Jesus! In quali, my God, that was a shocking crash. You saw the yellow flag, and then you just see him. And you go, shit, that looks bad. Like the wheels off, and then you see the crash, and you go, oh fuck, he flipped it. So he's not having a great start at Red Bull. It seems that second Red Bull car, mate, is just not drivable. But yeah, we watched the F1 on Saturday, Sunday. He had a leash on, just nothing at the other end of it. Owners knew he was a flight risk, yet did a fuck all. That's annoying. That sucks, man. That sucks. Cursed seat. It literally is. But yeah, no. And then, so we're prepping for family coming over. So that'd be nice to have family come over. But let's go through what happened. Off season, we sold a few players, a few loan players. We did sell Spakis. He was pissed, and his last year of his contract, he was 31. 10 million. We actually made a loss on him, but honestly, he was a very good player for us. The Greek left back. Orsawi left, and Sumba. Nobody else particularly was notable in leaving there. We signed a few players. Harley Jalpi from, what's that? Borussia Mönchengladbach, left back, for 2.5. Sergio Vargas, the Bolivian, didn't get his work permit, but got his work permit to go to England. So I don't know what's going on there. So maybe he'll have it when he gets back. Abdullah Yaman from Turkey got his work permit, funny enough. So he's here this year. Pablo Odriozola, Uruguayan striker off in Serbia. And then Frank Tito from Alianza, who is a Peruvian centre-back. So that is that. We had a bunch of other players join in on June 1st, such as Edgar Arcia, who's our Venezuelan goalkeeper. Got 3 caps for Venezuela, aged 18, and has 2.5-star gold, which is huge for a goalkeeper, huge for just a player, especially for Venezuela. Playing playing in the Spanish second seat, so not bad at all. But yeah, that is that. Here is the schedule, and you were saying it's a nightmare, this tactic. I've cracked it somehow. We won 3-0 versus Feyenoord to start things off here. Why not? That's weird. Why can't I click any of these numbers? Oh, this is last year. That's why I can't click any of them. We won 5-0 versus Anderlecht to start this season. Oh, that's weird. 5-0 versus Anderlecht to start things off. 5-1 versus Penny Pont. Sasada's hat-trick, Delphin with 2. 4-0 versus Barry. 7-0 versus Hollywell. I was doing a bit of chopping and changing at the start, but things started to click very early. And as you can see here, 5-3 versus Lille. We were kind of like defensively, it's a bit all over the place. We did concede 2 in 1 minute here. Then we beat Inter Milan 7-2 away from home, which I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? Sasada's got 3. Sadiba got 2. Tomic an own goal. 7-0 versus Haverfordwest. 7-3 versus Bala. So 3 games scoring 7 in a row. I was like, oh shit. 6-0 versus Carmarthen. Only a 3-0 versus Ajax at home. And only a 1-0 versus Real, which is very poor. We did rotate fully here. And we did have most of the game. We literally only won it in the 86th minute when they had a red card. So a bit lucky on that one. 8-1 versus Ballo. And then 14-0 versus Liverpool. This game was just ridiculous. And I think we were also, it was something ridiculous, but I think we were like 7 or 8 up at half time. Sasada's got 4. Sakikla got a hat-trick. Someone lovely 4 got a hat-trick. Sadiba only got 1. And Sadiba missed and Sasada's missed a penalty. 62 shots, 37 on target. the keeper made 23 saves in this game and still lost 14-0. And actually, I didn't realise it at the time, but we broke the record for the biggest ever win in the Champions League. It was 12-0 held by Haverfordwest, so 14-0 versus Liverpool there. Biggest ever win there. I was like, holy shit. And then it was 8-0 versus, 6-0 ABBA, 5-2 versus Liverpool. And then another 14-0. This one was a Welsh pool, so it's a non-league Welsh team, so a bit more understandable. 5-1 versus Port Talbot in the Premier League Cup semi-final. And then only a 2-0 in the second game versus them in the league. 6-2 versus Inter at home, so actually we were worse against them at home. Pennybont 6-0, Lido 7-2, 3-1 versus Barry, 4-2 versus Ajax, and then we've just beat Zamalek 8-0 in the Club World Cup semi-final. So I've figured, I don't know what I've done with the tactic, but we figured it out. I actually changed a few, I sort of blended a few tactics together that I've had before, and no worries, Nizzy, enjoyed dinner. But yeah, that's that, and we've got the Club World Cup going on at the moment. League-wise, we are leading the way, and we are actually smashing it right now. We are above 5 goals a game average currently. I think you need to be on 65 in 13. We've got 68 through 13 currently. 7 points clear of Lido in second. Barry, another poor season from them. Kind of between, Barry might get dragged in, but Aberystwyth also already have 50 to fair. Probably Aberystwyth. Coming up was Carmarthen and Bala, and they're both not doing great this year. So yeah, that is that. Champions League, we're about to do the first knockout round draw. But this is what the groups looks like. Modena topped their group with Sociedad second. Racing and AC Milan first, second. Pennybont into Europa, annoying. CSK, Man City. FC Metz miss out, okay. Porto, PSV. Arsenal, Ajax, Inter miss out. Benfica, FC Ists. Bayern, Osasuna, and Bordeaux, Lido. So only us and Lido go through, because Barry, who were in the Europa League, in the playoff, didn't get through, so they went to the Europa League. But as you can see, Port Talbot, god damn it, Port Talbot. Haverfordwest, okay, second place. I think Barry got through. Barry got through top, and I think didn't we get a fourth team in here because of financial fair play or something? No, or good behaviour. Good behaviour. No, maybe not. But really, we need the clubs to start fucking doing stuff, because look at this coefficient. We are actually third in the coefficient, so it's very close. But we are third behind both Italy and France in the coefficients, because we've been so poor. Like, we got a 10. This is this year. This is a 10 this year, but 14, 14, 15, 14, 15. They've been getting 17s and whatnot. You know, even though we win the Champions League every year, competitions-wise, like we've dropped down. We're currently second, but we're probably going to drop down to third. Serie A taking the lead though at the top for probably the first time in a long, long time. But yeah, very poor from my other sides that are just not helping me whatsoever. We are about to do the Champions League group stage draw today, so let's do it real quick. We can get AC Milan, FC Ists, Man City, Osasuna, PSV, or Real Sociedad, please. FC Ists, Bayern, Man City, Modena. That's an interesting one. Ajax, not us. Racing, AC Milan, Porto, Osasuna. Okay, I don't think we've had them before. Okay, Osasuna. New club into the sort of Champions League stuff with Spain. Sociedad get Bordeaux, Lido get Benfica. That's not great for Lido. And PSV get CSK Moscow there. That's probably one of the toughest ones Lido got, which is a shame. But yeah, there we go. That is the Champions League group stage is done. We'll go take you through the leagues. Well, let's take you through the squad, actually, because we've been having a fantastic year. But also, we've been kind of screwed over. So, at the moment, Sasadas is our top goal scorer with 31. Sakikla has 27 in 20. However, he is joining Anderlecht on the 1st of January. Now, this is because he would refuse to sign a new contract. Even though I kept giving him... He was so pissed. He was pissed about... stuff with first team football. He played pretty much every game this first half of the season. He's played 20 starts and still wasn't happy. And his work permit situation meant I couldn't get him on, so his contract was running out. So what I did is we have sold him to Anderlecht for 7.5 million with a 10 million pound buyback. So I have the option to buy him back at the end of this season or later for 10 million because he has been doing fucking incredibly. Like 27 goals, 21 assists in 20 games, you know. He's probably been one of the best players there. Sadiba there as well with 10 and 13 assists in 11 games. Someone might be 13 goals, 9 assists. Lee Young-wook, who we bought from Porto for 1 million. He's done very well. 6 goals, 13 assists in 7 starts. Yeah, the goals are just they're coming from everyone. You know, we've been able to rotate quite a lot. So there's a lot of shit. Like Espinosa's got 12 assists. You know, been very, very good in that case. Right. Also, leagues wise, Serie A now on top. They have AC Milan 6 points clear of Inter Milan. Okay, giving a bit of a run for their money. Inter Milan there. Modena, not having a good second season there. Then we have Ligue 1. Bordeaux currently top by 3 points over Monaco, Paris, FC Metz, but it's very tight at the top there. Even Lille only 4 points back. Oh, early bot. Interesting. Okay. That's just fucking timeout. Cool. So yeah, that's that one. Then we have La Liga, which is still Real Sociedad. They're close though with Osasuna and Deportivo. But Sociedad looking for 6 in a row in La Liga. German First Division, it's Bayern on top by 7. Of course, they're looking for 2 in a row. Erfurt are the only ones close enough currently. Paderborn in 3rd as things stand. The Premier League has Hull on top, yet to lose through 15. Although West Ham are a bit close, only 2 points behind. So kind of a 2-horse race at the moment. Down the bottom, you've got Chelsea, Ipswich, Newcastle, Fulham, Tottenham, Liverpool mid-table there. FC United and Hampton and Richmond doing all right. Championship, you've got Blythe Spartans and Plymouth at the top. Newport County, though, our affiliates are in the playoffs there. Then League 1, Man United in the playoffs after getting promoted from League 2. Could they do a double promotion, maybe? We'll have to wait and see. Everton there in 8th as well. And then League 2, you've got Farnborough at the top with Buxton and Barrow. But yeah, also we had the European qualifiers. I'll take you through them as well. Lots of stuff going on. European Championship qualifying, and as you can see, here we go. Italy at top of the group over Scotland by 1 point. They lost to Scotland and they lost to Georgia. Scotland though draws versus Israel and Georgia. They could have topped the group honestly, but come second there. Switzerland topped the group over Northern Ireland. Wales having a shocker, drawing with Kazakhstan. And losing to Northern Ireland means they finish 3rd and don't qualify and have to go through the playoffs potentially. Slovenia and Ukraine end on... Oh my god, I didn't even look at this. Holy shit. Well, hold on. Oh god, no. This way. Ukraine, it was literally goals scored between these two. 24 goal difference each. Slovenia topped the group on goals scored, which is kind of ridiculous. Czech Republic topped the group over Sweden there. Germany with only the 1 loss to Romania, but still top the group. Belgium, 1 loss to Croatia, but top the group. Norway come 3rd. Spain at top the group over Turkey, who weren't great. You know, 2 draws with Hungary and Spain, and a loss to Spain. Greece topped the group over Denmark and Russia, who come 3rd. England topped their group over France. France didn't drop any points apart from England, so they go 2nd there. And then Netherlands topped their group with 8 wins over 8 against Serbia. And the second place teams are Serbia. Were the worst and missed out. So, but as you can see, Northern Ireland qualify for the Euros for the first time in a long time. Turkey, Sweden, Croatia, Denmark, Romania, Scotland, Ukraine, and France also all qualify. I haven't actually looked at the playoff yet. Okay, so we've got Russia, Albania, Norway, Poland, Wales, Israel, Hungary, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Cyprus, Slovakia, Ireland, Montenegro, Estonia, Austria, and Bulgaria, Lithuania. So... yeah, the usual suspects, I guess. It's very hard to not qualify for the Euros, honestly. But yeah, that is that, I think. I think that's everything. Oh yeah, weird. We also... let's have a check. Records. What was it? Yeah, we had the highest attendance ever broken for the Club World Cup at 123,356 when S Tunis took on Bar in like the 5th playoff round or something. What was it? In the playoff. However, they were playing in the Cairo International Stadium that only has a capacity of 74,000. So I don't know how the hell they've stuck another 60,000, nearly double the stadium's capacity in there. I have no idea how they've done that, but yeah, very, very odd. Especially because that's not recorded. And then you can see they were sellouts for the next two that were actually the real ones. So very weird. Very, very weird there. Yeah, it does that, does it? That's not. It was like the last time. It was like, was it records, tendencies? Like it hadn't been broken since like the early 2100s or something like that. In the future, that's very weird. Very weird. That's the first time I've seen it in a long time. But yeah, that is that. I think that's it really. We're doing pretty well squad-wise. It's just a shame with the whole Kickler not wanting to sign a new contract. So we've kind of been prioritising other strikers when we should have been prioritising them, really. But it's been very good, this tactic. So let's continue onwards. We have a Club World Cup to play. We have a few other games to play here. I don't know who... I'll have a look at the actual... what's it called? Ballon d'Or shortlists, as we're around that area, aren't we? Voting, yes, as you can see, we have currently someone before Sasades, Delfin, Tizanovic, Lee Jambo, Tomic, and Sidibe all up for the award. Currently, the best average rating is Sasades, who's got 46 goals. The start of this season's really helped him out there. Assist-wise, wow, Frolich has done well. So's Neubauer. Yeah, Sidibe is we have a lot of great assists this year, but goals-wise, we're doing very well. Man of the match is McYardy. Signs, okay, we'll have to wait and see. But there we go. Right, so let's us get ready for this Sao Paulo game, and hopefully the tactic works as well as it has been, because it'll be just by luck for us to lose this game. 1-1-1-1 there, okay. Right, but how's everybody else doing? Hopefully people are doing well. How are you, Duck God? You feeling good? Hopefully. Also, of course, Chelsea won on Friday versus United, which was very nice. Two more finals to go for Chelsea. The Forest game they need to win. Real Betis they need to win. That's it. Hopefully. Okay, right. We've got game day today. Okay, cool. Oh, did I even do this? I don't think I did my contracts for next year. For 2365. Let me look at who's up for contract. I think I did Sidibe's and that was it. 65. Yeah, Sakar is one of them. I really hope he should be getting his work permit relatively soon. Like, he's been really good actually, Sakar. He's been coming up one of my first choice right backs, just because of how much he's been playing with us. Alfred, we'll give him no contract too. However, I feel like it's not showing all of my players because I'm. Oh no, okay, most of them are going to be fine. Okay, let's have a look. Eret, Manana. You could probably sell a lot of these players. Although these guys here, you kind of want to give a little bit of extra time to, just to see if they develop, because they're 21, you know? The ones that are like 24, 25, 26, I'm like, unless we really need them, you just kind of let them go. Right. Kevin Thomas. Luke Bertrand. Sorry, we're doing contracts now. I should have done this beforehand, but we're going to do contracts now while I'm here, because I'll forget about it otherwise. Diego Munoz. Yes, I wanted to sign you a bit longer. Cool. Cesar Rios, I do want to sign you for longer, yes. 50k, that's a bit much. You're on 9k a week, fella. You get 25. Right. Okay. 32. 35. Yeah, 35 is better. A bit more appropriate. Rodrigo de los Santos. Yeah, why not? Okay. What else have we got here? Christopher Bruel. Sakar, Sayar. Tassi? Why not? I'll probably review this once we go through, like, after the stream as well, just to make sure I've got everybody I want. Schneider. Oh, yeah, Noel Frey. He's done well this year, to be fair. Schneider I sent out to get on loan because we don't have any centre mids this season, so it's sort of like he's more of a centre mid than a DM or an AM. So I was like, yeah, let's put him forwards. I've also, we have very little left mids or right mids. So I've been training every centre mid we have to play left mid and right mid, which is why you saw Sorrel playing left mid. But I also think that's good because it allows them to have a bit more flexibility with their positioning and ability to get game time. But a lot of it, we've just been playing players at, like, is the fact that we've been doing this well with players completely out of their regular positions. Luca Hummels has been doing very well, actually, out on loan. Right. What do you want? Back up, are you on 5k a week? Give you 9.75, maybe? It's been very hot here in Germany as well, like 23, 24, 25 most days. So, very warm. I'm very warm in this room tonight as well. Luca? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm surprised they, yeah, I guess I signed him when he was 16. He's only arrived at 18. So it's annoying that, like, you sign a player to a contract and it starts from the moment you signed rather than when they join you, you know? Doxu will try. A lot of the time, though, they'll extend the contract if they're teenagers still, which is why I want to get these guys done now. Hopefully. Good stuff. Ayaz. Selchuk. Looks actually pretty decent. Then we've got Sanabria, another one. He literally just arrived this year, and then he's like out of contract next year. You know, it's annoying. I wish it was like, well, your contract will start when you join us, rather than like it's very odd. Like you can only offer. So if you're saying signing like a 16-year-old from South America, you can only offer 15 years from your date immediately. So say you're offering at 23.70, you can only offer to 23.75, even though they're only joining you in like 23.73, you know? Which is a bit weird. And I don't feel like most contracts in the real world do that, you know? Well, I don't think it does that in real life. They go, well, yeah, you'll start, we'll give you, well, they can do whatever contracts they want nowadays. It's just FM limits you to 5. Right, I think that's everybody apart from you. Wow. I promise we'll get to a game. 6.5, 60k, 60k. Nice. And then RC, yeah, see, fucking RC is already out of contract at the end of next year. And he literally arrived this summer. And he should be getting a work permit, seeing he's got 3 caps already for Venezuela, which is insane to me. Right, here we go. Okay, cool. Let's go. Anything going? Hon signs a new contract. Tar gets a new contract, even though his work permit's up. Good. It's not his work permit's up, but it's you know. Okay. Cool. Also, I'm now a Bournemouth fan for this week, for tonight. Bournemouth fan tonight versus Man City. Because that top 4 race is looking very not fun for Chelsea, especially going to Forest on the final day of the season. If Man City lose, man, we have a chance. We have a chance. Right, match preview. I'm not hopeful though, unfortunately. Right, team selection. We did pretty much a full rotation apart from the strikers for the semi-final, so we can bring in the big guns for this one. If it loads. Right. Cat's gonna lead Jambo. E. And then who do I want on the bench? Sorrel, I think. Right, I think that's pretty good. Tomic has actually become a starter this year over John Wynn, which has been pretty, I guess, the intention, you know. But right. We jump into things? I think we shall. Yeah, Espinosa's been playing right mid as well. It's been a lot of rotation, honestly. A lot of rotation. Apart from Sakir, Jordan Elliott also has become the starter this year. Swansea has dropped back. He's now 38, unfortunately. You know, Elliott was always going to take over. New keeper, yes, Jordan Elliott. Well, he isn't the new keeper. He's been here for 11 years. He's just been the backup, you know. But as you can see, he's slowly starting to get more game time. But yes, Jordan Elliott is the new starting keeper. Hilariously, 74 caps for England. Our backup keeper for like 10 years, which is kind of insane. But yeah, he's been doing pretty well this year. 6'5", you know. But Swansea is just he's 38 now, you know. He's starting to wane a little bit. 175. He did finally retire from Italy as well with 175. So yeah, he's not been getting as much games, only 4 times this year. So yeah, but there we go. All things come to an end. Swansea, probably my greatest ever keeper, in all honesty. So yeah, impressive from him. What an innings! I think he was playing from 18 to 38, so that's 20 straight years. Where is he? Was it? Oh no, that's Fancy. Yeah, like we had him playing as soon as we signed him from Atalanta. Oh no, he came through. You think he'd take out? We got him as a thingamajig from Atalanta, but yeah, what a ridiculous keeper. 409. Maybe I'll start him 9 more league games this year to get to 500 league games. You know, nearly over a clean sheet every other game. So not bad. I'll have to remember to try and start him for my league games in the future. Right, let's go. Come on, lads. Let's go win this Club World Cup. How was dinner, Nizzy, by the way? Right, Vinicius. WBF. Okay, Sakir with his Sakir. This is why he's our starting right back, because he has long throws as well. And Lee Jambo hits it over. Sakir, Jambo, Tizanovic. One before Gordon and Barach. Oh yes, Klotstra as well is no longer starting right back anymore. It's Gordon, but it's actually Sakir. So yeah, Klotstra's final season with us as well, as we have another chance, but it is saved by Barach again. Santos, okay. WBF for the corner. Lee Jambo. Someone before shot blocked. WBF. Way wide on that strike, but we've started a hot, to be fair. Sidibe, Gordon, Cesades, Lee Jambo. There you go. Cooking, scampi bites and spicy wedges coming up. Easy dinner with my hernia making it harder. Oh shit! How is the hernia? Hopefully it's hurting less, but does not sound fun, mate. But the food sounds very nice. I had chicken thighs and a drumsticks for lunch, and I couldn't be asked to eat, and I bought from Lidl one of those meals in a bottle. So I thought I'd try that because it was on sale. I was like, oh, let's grab this. And I didn't really have time. So I was like, oh yeah, let's drink it. It was all right. It was basic, you know. I don't think I'd ever have them fully because it seems just like takes all the enjoyment away from eating, you know. The Jambo. I can see you take them if you're trying to bulk, you know, just trying to add calories. Yeah, right. WBF. Cesades tackled here, actually. Can we see a counter-attack from Sao Paulo? David, Cafe playing at the back. Murillo. Sakir intercepts. It's fucking me. Can't do DDB yogos. It pops out massively doing... Ooh, that's not fun. That's not fun. As Baracha saves again. That sucks, man. The doctor said the timeline for how long you gotta, rest for. Sidibe, someone before. Oh my god, Tizanovic finally puts it in the back of the net, but there was a lot of saves going on there. But we're 2-0 up and we're cruising already here. And as you can see, this tactic is just, it creates an insane amount of chances. Genuinely insane. We've already had 13 shots in 25 minutes. And they're not even long, it's 7 shots on target too. So doing pretty well. Lee Jambo, someone before. Gordon, oh, that was off the line. That was going into the corner, I think. But just cleared. Gordon, Lee Jambo, Cesades. If we actually had world-class left mids and right mids, we would be fucking smashing it. But we don't really have left mid and right mids that are world-class like the rest of our positions. So we're kind of just converting other players to play there. It's with the surgery team at the local hospital, but long wait list. Ah, that sucks, man. That sucks. Wellington Casio cleared. Okay. I do feel like sometimes though the team completely switches off and a team will just score a couple of goals very easily, which I worry about here. Santos, Anderson, Carvalho, Jamil, Elliott with a big save. Big chance there for Sao Paulo. Elliott doing me proud as the new starter. Santos ball in, maybe 4. This, you know, it kind of feels like when Courtois came in and sort of took the first team position from Czech at Chelsea. You know, Czech being here for fucking ages, being like the world-class keeper, but then you got the youngster. But I guess, to be fair, Courtois was like 21 when he took over. Meanwhile, Elliott's like 27 and been here for 10 years. Like, it sucks because Elliott's going to get such a short time as the main keeper compared to Swansea, just because of how good Swansea was for so long. Like, if Elliott had sort of come through like now, he would like, or any other time, he'd be my starting keeper. Boys, shocking. We've been really bad actually the past 10 minutes. As they take a goal back there, but we've been really poor. Hopefully that wakes them up a bit. Lee Jambo, 1v4, cleared. Actually, hits our own player there, annoyingly. Sakir, Espinoza, Fools. Okay, to Baracha again. But yeah, literally any other time he'd be our starting goalkeeper from when he was like 20. But because of Swansea, he's had to wait another 7 years. Anderson. To be fair, Elliot hasn't really... He's not been up too much of us. Occasionally he talks about first team football, but he's been pretty decent as... Lads, for fucks. I literally did say this, we'll concede 2 goals just at, like, in a short period of time, but we've just decided we're going to just stop playing football, it seems. We've given an... Lads, are we... What's going on here? What's happened? We were 2-0 up and we've just suddenly decided, oh yeah, we're just not actually going to play football anymore. Frustrating. So back to 2-2. So basically back to the start of the game where it's level. Very frustrating, seeing as we've had double the amount of shots they've had. They've just scored 2 of them in 4 minutes. Very frustrating. Can we get back on top here, lads, please, with a goal? WBF. Lee Jambo, Sasades. Oh, it took way too long, but Sidibe, Baracha, another save from him. That's 8 now for him. Frustrating. Sakir, Espinoza, Sakir, Espinoza, Sidibe, Sasades. Sasades, mate. That's shocking. Shocking. Sakir, Espinoza, Sidibe. Block shot. Okay. Espinoza, someone before. Can you lay it? No, he can't. You're a bit selfish there. Held on to it a bit too long. A bit scary there for a second. Right. Can we get a goal before the half, please? Or am I going to be able to have a huge go at these guys? Hit the post. Okay, it's one of those games where things are starting to not really go our way. I say after conceding 2 goals, after being 2-0 up. Aggressive, I'm not happy with you. I'm also going to bring on Scott Hall for Espinoza, who's having a very poor game at right mid. So, off he comes. Sometimes, though, our strikers do just stop playing football. It feels like there's been a couple of games where they're on like 5.9, so I just sub them off because I'm like, yep, you're being shit today. They're going to a 4-4-2 as well, interestingly. So they've changed formation here. Brought on a new left mid. Okay, let's mark up. Yeah. Cool. This is... It'd be very funny if I talk this tactic up and we lose first game. Sidibe. Sasades. I need to get Sakikla back on. Sasades, Sidibe. Shoots over the bar. Very poor shot choice. God, we've flown through 15 minutes there. What the fuck? Jesus, lads. Come on. Sidibe. Into someone before, takes his shot, falls to Sidibe. Have I got these run the wrong way? No, they weren't like that. Okay. Right, WBF. To Lee Jambo. To someone before. Okay, out for another corner. 9 corners now. WBF, Scott Hall. Someone before. Oh, that was nearly flicked on by Sasades, but Baracha was also there again. They make another change. Their final change, actually. So, let's see how things go for the last half an hour here. But not great from us. Although, if you look at the stats, it feels like we're kind of hard done by. Holy Jambo. Oh, come on. Are you joking? Right, okay. It really isn't going our way at the moment, you know? Yeah, our strikers having a poor game, which is... I think your strikers need to have good games for this... highlight this tactic to score lots of goals, you know, and both of them seem to be having very poor games. Sada, you're fucking kidding me. You're actually kidding me. Their keeper's decided to have the best game of his fucking life, it feels like, today. Lee Jambo, Sasades, Gordon, Sasades. He's at the putt. How many times have we hit the woodwork? We've hit the woodwork twice, apparently, but it feels like way more times. David goes long to Alessandro. Lee Jambo jumps in. CD base. 1v4. Sasades. Lee Jambo. WBF. Lee Jambo. Gordon. Sasades. He's hit the post again. Right, so Kickler, it's time to come on, lad. Jesus Christ. I feel like Sasades has hit the post 3 times there. Tomic gets a knock as well. I know you're leaving in January, Kickler, but you should be coming back at the end of the year. So hopefully you can, you know, send us off with a good goal here to win this, because this is honestly ridiculous, this game. Scott Hall nearly lost it, but kept it back. Sidibe, straight into his arms. So their keeper's now made 14 saves this game. Oh, I'll get an extra time. So care, please. Last minute goals, maybe. So Kickler. Oh, right, okay. Well, I feel like there's nothing I could do in games like this, you know? It's just like 21 shots on target. Their keeper's made 15 saves. Sidibe. Gordon blocks Sidibe again. Over the bar by a mile. God damn it, man. They've had 5 shots to score 2. We've had 43. Please. Why is their keeper turned into Neuer? Well, I guess we're going to extra time at this rate. So unless we got 1 minute. So Kickler down the right. Pulls it back. Gordon. Tackled that. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, don't you dare. I swear if they would score. Okay, Tomic, good fucking tackle, lad. I was going to say, I swear to God, if they score, I'm going to be so mad. They literally had like a 5-minute spell in the 30 minutes, you know, around there, and they've just held on. I thought it was a penalty. Holy fuck. I thought it was a penalty. Please don't score this. I'm going to be so mad. Referee, it's after the full-time whistle. Referee, take us extra time, please. Okay. Ref? Oh, we're in extra time. Shocking performance. Shocking performance. Not happy. Right. Hilarious. We have another 30 minutes to take shots. So I wonder how many shots we'll end up with in this game. Oh, Scott Hall offside. Baracha. Goes long up to Tomic with his knock. He's going to keep playing. We have John Wynn as a backup, you know. It's not the worst. No worries, Nizzy. Sidibe. Tackled. Falls to Cafe. Baracha. Murillo. Baracha. Straight to Zanovic. One way before. Lee Jambo. So Kickler. Is that his goal? No, it was Lee Jambo somehow. How has that happened? Well, there you go. This, I don't know how this is his goal. He plays the ball in. Oh my God, the keeper's just let it into his own net. It's an absolute, I can't believe that's not an own goal, but what a fumble by the keeper there. Good God. Jesus. Right, let's kill this game now, lads. Let's get another couple. Oh, it's off the line again. Hilariously, their goalkeeper's been insane, and then for the one goal he concedes, like, well, set in the extra time, he does that, you know? Kind of ridiculous. Tomic, good tackle. Sakar, Gordon. We should have a sub, to be fair. I'm going to keep it just in case. Sidibe. All right, there we go. They've learned how to score, it seems. So Sidibe is fine. One of our strikers has finally scored his 21st of the season. Oh, lovely, lovely. We're going to hit 50 shots this game, though, hilariously. Sidibe. It's a lovely turn and finish, to be honest. I wish you could have just done it in full time, though, you know? Or normal time rather than full time. Don't you dare come back with another 2. It feels like, I was going to say, like, we go 2 up and then they suddenly turn into fucking, like, the code just clicks in and they turn into Barca. Because they haven't had a single fucking highlight. And then suddenly we go 2 goals up and they're like, oh yeah, no, here's time to get highlights. However, Saker's won that back. So Kickler down the right to Sidibe. Sidibe, just one before. So Kickler. Scott Hall. Sidibe. Baracha with another save. That was a good one. WBF. So D-Base got... Okay, that was shocking. Right, Sakare, Lee Jambo, Sakikla, shot blocked, cleared again. It is a 50% shots on target ratio about, 25 and 49. Right, Sakikla. Oh, wow. There you go. There's 50 for 25. Okay, just see it out now, lads. 15 minutes to go. See it out. I'm not gonna sub anyone because I don't want to go down to 10. Vinicius, Tomic intercepts, Gordon. Look, I know you're tired, lads, but you see that is exactly why I didn't make a sub, because I was looking at subbing Gordon or Tomic, but no, annoyingly it's Scott Hall who's injured. So thankfully we had the sub ready, because otherwise we'd be down to 10 for the final 10 minutes or so. Don't you dare do this to me, Carvalho. Elliot. Oh my god, he did make the double save at least, but the first save was a bit shocking. Parried it straight back to him. Right, there we go. Fucking Jesus. Jabby's Club World Cup winners. A bit harder than it fucking needed to be, lads. Good God. Their keeper, though, just had a ridiculous game, 16 saves. We hit the woodwork 3 times. Okay, good stuff. Hopefully that Tomic and Scott Hall injury isn't too bad. But we'll see. Let us continue now. Good stuff. Cool. Let's rest everybody. Oh, who's not there? That looks like Scott Hall's fine, but Tomic isn't, annoyingly. 2 to 3 weeks, that's a shame. That is a shame. Okay. Excuse me. Right. Next up, Balor away, which means we're going to start Fancy in goal. We want to get him these to 500 league appearances, which is very rare for one of my players because the amount of times I rotate, but right, continue. Right. Good stuff. Yeah, hold on. We got Bala, Bangor City, Carmarthen. Oh, that's a lovely start. I've only got one more game left of this calendar year. Literally one left. Okay. Right, well then. It's Bala away in 11th. So we're going to do some rotations. And Bangor City away on the first of the 23-64. Okay. We have a bit of space. Are you going to watch any of the IRL Club World Cup? Probably. I'd probably watch a little bit of it. The Chelsea games maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. I'll probably legally stream them. Sorry, I'm concentrating. No worries. What are you concentrating on? I might watch a bit, or I'll just follow along on Twitter, to be honest. But I'm not really bothered by it. It's kind of just a glorified. They're just trying to make it so much worse. It's it kind of sucks for Chelsea in a way because it just ruins your summer break. All the teams are gonna be so much more tired coming through that sort of squad out. Oh, okay, what saves this one in? Oh God. I haven't looked actually at 1 year contracts. Hold on. Who's expiring in a year? No one. Yet again. No one of any decency. Dutch. Oh, the Dutch squad. Okay, interesting. Anyone transfer listed that's any good? Doesn't look like it. Even though we got Germany available, they're not really transfer listing or selling many of their players, it seems. Unless they activate them all on like the 1st of Jan, maybe. Excuse me. Apologies. Right. Oh, we got a few players. I just saw for a second there. I saw there's quite a few players joining us on January 1st. There's one leaving, I guess, with Sakikla going to Anderlecht. I tried to send him. I sent him to Anderlecht because I feel like Anderlecht will give him quite low-ish wages, so that hopefully, like, I can just sort of sign him back and not put him on ridiculous wages. But I guess he does deserve pretty decent wages, seeing as he's done insane this year. But it's just a shame. It's just fucking Turkish work permits, you know? Well, I guess it's English work. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 join us, and Sakikla leaves. It's just because it's on multiple levels because of the named length of the names we've got going on there. Right. Okay, cool. Let us. Alright. Anything going on? Lots of work permits rejected. Sakir does. Oh, that's good though. Sakir has got 17 caps for Turkey, by the way, with 1 goal. He's done very, very well. Sakir, world-class player as well. He is really a right back, but centre back, but he's going to be becoming a right back. Hello, Benacage. Hello, how are you? How have you been? How was your weekend, etc.? You join us as we're just about at 23:64. 1 more game left, and then into the new calendar year. Seeing who's on the Ballon d'Or, etc. As we have the Euros coming up. We're also, of course, aiming for 5 goals a game as well. I want to try and beat our old record for most goals. Minos. Good. Foot. Good. Pray. Right. Cool. Doing great. We're top of the freaking league. Hey! Nice. Nice. Right. Okay. Arcia gets his new deal. That's great. Also, I think Edgar Arcia doesn't have a work permit issue anymore. Yes. Okay. So he actually. It's a question of whether we maybe I think I might try and send him back out on loan next year as well to Spain, because I could bring him back and try and start his contract, like get it 5 years in the UK, but you know he won't be playing as much, so he won't be getting as many games. I'm going to keep him out there for the moment. But the fact he's got 3, who's got the most Venezuela caps of all time? Because this guy really could do something special, based on how early he started. 142. Beatable. 14 games in first place. Hey, okay. Decent. I think we're about 13, 14 games in as well in first place. Yeah, 13 games. We're about to hit 14 games in. Even if we lose, we'll be in first place. I really hope we don't to Bala here. But I will be rotating heavily here. So let's have a look. Right. Quick pick first. And then we need to look for players that are pissed off at me as well. Sorrel and Kellez, Gordon, Iramia. Okay, Sorrel. Play left mid. There's Kellez. Thomas Herman. You go up there. Delic as well. Fancy getting goal. Andreev. Are you still pissed at me? Yeah, you are. Start you there. John Wynn's still pissed at me. Iramia's there. Looking at right mid, left back, right back. So Gab, you can play again, mate. Left backs have been a bit of an issue because we don't have really much in terms of backup left backs either recently. But I have been playing actually Iramia at left back. Then we could probably put someone like Card Espinoza. It's got Horpachatska. I guess we could put Ack, or we could just put Gordon back there actually, because he wants to curse team football. Okay, this is all right. Let's go just check the bench. Sakikla, Jambo, Tizanovic, Frey. I'd like an actual striker, like a Sidibe on the bench too. And let's go get a youngster that can actually has a future here, like Yaman instead of McIntyre. Oh yeah, at one point as well, both Elliot and Fancy were out, so Matthew played 2 goals, 2 games for us. Didn't do the worst, but there you go. Right, into the game we go. 4-4-2 for them. Let's mark up. We got one Castro, former player, Dean Evans. Not that many for Bala in terms of former players. Normally the smaller clubs have loads of former players, you know, just sort of random former players or youth intake players that aren't very good. But Bala, only 4, and there's an entire 18. Right. Let's hope for a better game than the Sao Paulo one with the B team here. But we got a completely different lineup as well, so we'll see how things go. Now, I am the most worried about the striker situation because Delic and Herman, they haven't played up top together by themselves, but we'll see. But young Wook, though, he's done very well on the right. He's actually a natural right mid. As Herman with a good shot. Wook tries to play it back in, but cleared. We do have Sakir as well, so he's going to create some chances with his throws. Andreev, Delic beats his man. Oh, gets a shot off and blocked, but clear cut chance already here. Early doors. The young Wook. Andreev cleared off the line. Wait, who's taking the... Hold on. Set pieces. Sakir. Okay. Weird. Oh, Sorrel at the back post. Nearly gets it past Russo there, but saved. A lot of highlights already the first 10 minutes here, which is good. Okay. Gordon asking for a penalty. Sakir, Lee Young-wook, Kellers, Andreev, Herman. Herman still going. To Sorrel, back to Herman. Oh, he gets the rebound though. And there he is, his 6th of the season. He should have been getting more game time this year, but I was trying to prioritise Sakikla to get him to sign a new contract, but he wouldn't. So now Herman's going to get the rest of the season as probably the 3rd striker. I might bring a striker back from loan because Herman as a backup isn't great. He's okay, but he's more of a 4th choice, I'd say. But I don't know, maybe the more game time will develop into that 3rd choice, Okay, throw in Bala, Williams. We block it initially, but ooh, I don't know what happened there, but John wins there. To be fair, we've got a very strong back line, even with the B team here. Like, John Wynn in the back line, a B team, Andreev, 4 from him. John Wynn again. Like, John Wynn and Gordon. Like, that's a ridiculously strong back line, even for being a B team, Kellers, Andreev. Into Herman. Into Delic. Oh, Herman was offside. Rutter goes along with it. Falls to Anastasiadis. Morgan. Hopkins. Boys. Are we going to be defending? Ooh, okay. That was an interesting shot, but goes over. The young Wook. Sorrel. Delic. Hey, and there you go. That is number 2. He's only his 3rd of the season. Delic has suffered even more from Sakikla getting all the game time. He's only hasn't really played at all, unfortunately. But hopefully he'll get some more game time now. Right. Good stuff. Okay. Right. Lee Young-wook goes long to Herman. Andreev. Herman. Back to Kellers. Andreev with a shot is blocked. Where you reckon Sancho ends up? Ooh, not Chelsea, I'd say. Not Chelsea. I think Chelsea will definitely be paying the 5 million to send him back to United. I saw lovely stuff. Andreev with our 3rd, his 6th of the season. I saw, wasn't it Turkey or something like that? Like Mourinho wants Sancho in Fenerbahce or something. I don't know. It sucks because I feel like Sancho could, in the right club, I feel like he needs to take a step down right now. I think like in the right team he would cook, but he's just, Chelsea United aren't really his teams. He's done all right for Chelsea. He's done better than he was at United, but still not great. But I think maybe if he did that, like if he went, I reckon if it's sort of similar to Rashford, if he went to like Villa or like one of those teams, that like second, not second tier, but like not big 4, big 6. Maybe he might cook at Tottenham, but like he could definitely cook at one of those places. I don't know. I feel like he could go back to Germany, Dortmund, I don't know if they want him back, but yeah, I don't know. Problem is, I feel like he doesn't have the pace. Doesn't have enough pace to be a winger in the Premier League, unfortunately. Or like his injury sort of hurt him quite a bit, because he was so bright at Dortmund. But to be fair, remember at the end of the day, you can't trust German attackers, man. You can't trust German attackers. There are players in the Bundesliga attackers, I guess, not German attackers. 300k a week, they reckon on Sancho. That sucks. That sucks because that's going to be very hard to move him on. Like, why doesn't he just sit at United and collect his paycheck? But the fact he went to Chelsea kind of is maybe indicative that he wants to go like play football, maybe. So maybe he'll take the drop in money to go play somewhere else. Delic should make that 4, but hits it straight at the keeper, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting one. I don't think Chelsea, because Chelsea apparently are looking at other wingers already. So I feel like he 5 million, you know, to send him away. They're going to take that every day of the week. Have they changed anything? No. The young Wook, Calais, and Dreve. Oh, over the bar again. Okay. And Dreve, Herman. It's like with the whole thing with Florian Wirtz, man. I just... ooh. Oh, great save. Great save, Svancy. Still got it. He still got it. It's the thing with Wirtz. Like, I think Man City pulling out because they thought it was going to cost about 300 million overall. Like, I was burnt with Havertz, you know. I was burnt with Havertz, burnt with Werner, Sancho. Like, there's so many. Like, unless it's like Haaland or like an insane... Like, there's a few that work out, but most German like Bundesliga attackers, there's a huge flop possibility. So I can see why Man City pulled out. And he'll probably just go to Bayern, you know, because every Bundesliga player goes to Bayern in the end. They reckon over 250 million cost to get him. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, no, it's just not worth it. Like, even if he hits the ground running, I don't think that's worth it, you know? I don't think... Oh, a bit lucky there. Delic gets off for... Oh my God, Aloni's just gone 2-1 up again. But Daniel Fasari winning against Lido. We're second position at the moment. Like, it's just not worth it, you know? Even if he is good, he's got like, it's just not gonna work out, you know? Maybe at 150 million, you could kind of see it, you know? But still, it's... right, what am I looking for here? Your man... and Frey and Sakikla. Nice. But yeah, I do not trust Wirtz at all. Maybe he will. Maybe he will be good enough to play in the Prem. But I've been burnt too many times with Bundesliga attackers to trust it. Sakikla. Oh, that was lucky. I don't know who scored that. John Wynn, apparently. That's 5-0. With 50 minutes to go here. What even happens here? So Sakikla hits the free kick, hits the wall, bounces, just bounces off the wall into John Wynn and then goes in the back of the net. Oh, goodness. I've seen all the reports about Rodrigo might be an option to leave Madrid this summer window, which would be interesting. I feel like a lot of Premier League clubs will be interested in him. I've already seen, I think, Arsenal and Chelsea are interested at the possibility, which would be something. But we'll have to wait and see. Delic. Ooh, okay. Right, 10 to go. Lee Young-wook. Cleared. Sakir. Frey. Ooh, cleared. Careful now, Sakir. Oh, that's all right. Okay. Right. Can we get another one to help the average out? We've hit the average, which is good, but I would like... oh no, Michael Roble. He's another one of my lone players scoring the other way this time. Abdullah Yaman. Oh, I think his debut this is today for him. Pulls it back to Frey. Into Delic, who's... Oh my God. Oh, okay. Pulls it to Raul. But saved again. 7 clear-cut chances, you know. So technically, we're underscoring. The young Wook. Oh, we do have the chance to make it 6. And Delic has the chance for a hat-trick, I think that is. Is it? Yes, Delic is going to step up for his hat-trick. Hilariously, he's got the number 11, which I think I just got was a random chance that he got that. But we'll see. Delic. There we go. 6-0. Very nice. And an easy last game to see out the 23-63s, which has been a very successful year for us. Delic. The keeper does go the right way, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. But good penalty. It's his hat-trick. I think that probably doubled his goals tally this year already. Frey. Oh yeah, that's it. 6-0, full-time. Lovely win. And the B team does not have any issues there at all dealing with them. We're on 74. So yeah, 14 games, 5 goals again. That's 70. So we need to keep... I'd like some more big sort of 10-0ers to sort of bump that average up. Because I want the way we've been playing, I want to beat this record, you know? I theoretically could just play the big tip loads in every game, but, you know, I want to rotate. I want to give youngsters a chance. Yeah, Dalic did go from 2 goals to 5. He's only had second start. Oof. I want to actually have a look at what's the loans doing. Not the space for you. Who's got goals? We could bring back Cesar Rios. Maybe that could be an option in the January transfer window. Although his finishing is 6, so he's not really a striker. He's more of an attacking. I guess he's a good on-goncho. So actually, probably could play him there. Delaunay, Kolach, Andriazola, Dai. Could bring out one of these guys, but then you might as well play Dalic. Assist-wise, yeah, I think you bring back Cesar Rios because he can play striker or attacking midfielder there. And you probably play him at right mid or left mid if needs be. So we'll do that. Right. Go. No, don't get a draw though versus Lido, which is good for us. Extends our lead at the top, especially as we have 3 games in hand. So theoretically, could be something like 17 points clear after 17 games. I mean, ain't bad at all. I would love to have seen, like, I wish there was like a record of like when you won the league, like what date, just to see how like the earliest you won, you know. I guess theoretically you could figure that out if you went back through and calculated all of the I don't know, you'd have to like go through every fixture between like first and second or something, and third probably, and just see when it was mathematically possible, not impossible, but that would be so much work. Right. I already got enough long-term spreadsheet issues, problems to solve. Right. 8. Cool. We're gonna have the 6-month deal soon. Okay, blank cards, unhappy. Right. What am I training you to be right now, blank card? Left mid, sure, why not? Oh yeah, that ninja machine I got. Fucking next level, about to use it to whip up my first ice cream, something you'll hate, Biscoff. Damn, man, that's amazing. What have you used it so far then, if you haven't used it for ice cream then? That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Okay. Right. Milkshakes and stuff. Oh, very nice. Very nice. To be fair, it'd be nice to have one of them just to make like protein shakes and like smoothies and stuff like that. You know, you could very easily with that, because I do have a Blitzer, but it's not great. You know, it's very old. Okay. Right, I think we're about to get our 6-month dealies to see if anybody's available that's any good. We'll have a little look through. Hello, Jambo. Hello, how are you? So many YouTube videos on protein. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I feel like it's just you just throw in fucking protein scoop and then ice cream stuff. You know, it's probably very, very easy. Predictions for the Banter Cup final tomorrow. I don't know. I really don't know. You know, Spurs and United. It's just. I feel like it's anybody's day. You know. Oh yeah, Callum's still me. But he's finally got his Welsh nationality. Yeah, I don't know. It could be anybody. Jambo. First goal will matter, in my opinion. 3-1 Spurs. I feel like United will win just because they're jammy like that, you know? United are one of the most jammiest teams. Like, they'll be just playing awful. Like, and then they'll just score out of nowhere, you know? It feels like they get so lucky with so many things. So I think I'll go with them, unfortunately. Sorry, Nizzy. But I'm rooting for Spurs. I am rooting for Spurs, hilariously, as a Chelsea fan. But that's because, I think United are a bigger threat in the Champions League with their pull. Spurs, unfortunately, even if they get Champions League, I feel like Levo won't spend that much. They won't have the same amount of pull. Why? Funny if it was that person's club, they'll be acting like it's the biggest final ever. Yeah, it's Spurs and it's a Banter Cup final. The Europa, like, it's a. I wouldn't say it's a Banter Cup final. It's a decent cup. It's actually an extremely important cup final because it gives Champions League. It is insanely important. But I feel like it's. I think the banter just comes from the fact it's 16th and 17th in the Prem. Like, it is so insane that, like, Spurs and United, you probably expect them to be in the final at the start of the season, but I don't think anybody would expect them to be 16th, 17th. Like, it is wild just how it's happened. Like, Kellers. New contract. Oh, wow. It's kind of just insane. Like, I get it with Spurs a bit more because of the injuries you guys have had, because you guys have been decimated. Like, you've had a poor season, but you've also been, like, you've been decimated, but also when you had players, you haven't been great. Sometimes you've been fantastic, but it's been overall a down season, which has been made so much worse by fucking all the injuries. But United, I don't know what the fuck's happened to them. I don't think there were that many injuries. Amorim's just been fucking shocking. Ten Hag was shocking, and Amorim's come in and done even worse. Yeah, I saw Kulusevski. That's a big loss. And I guess it's one of those things of, like, you lost Kane, Son has just kind of fallen off a cliff. Solanke's been injured, So Kulusevski, who was probably your brightest sparks at the start of the season, he's been injured. Brennan Johnson injured. All of your attack has kind of just been out, or Amorim's been working with shit players who don't want to be there. True. But at the same time, like, it's been bad. Like, he's got a worse points per game than fucking Gary Neville at Valencia. Oh, Sasades wins the Golden Ball. Sorry, we've just jumped straight into that. Sasades wins the Ballon d'Or. Nice. Sidibe second. I think it's his first. No, it's his second one. God, his first one when he was 23, and now his second one at 31. Sidibe second, Delphin third. Team of the year. Jordan Elliott, first one for him. Nice. Tomic, Stezanovic, WBF, Delphin, Sasades, Sidibe, and Lee Jamba on the bench. Nice. Scott Hall gets Golden Boy. Nice. Okay. We also get Sidibe gets French Player of the Year for the second year running. Scott Hall gets Welsh Footballer of the Year too. Beats Barry Davey for I think that was, he had 5 in a row. So big from back. To be fair, 20 goals, 12 assists, At 20. And gets Young Player. He sweeps the awards, Scott Hall does. Nice. But yeah, I don't know. I saw a ridiculous stat that was something like in December. Fucking, what was it? Man United had 30 points and they only have 39 now, or something like that, which is kind of bonkers. Right, we're into January now. Posada just keeps dedicating his awards to me, which is nice. We signed 6, so Patrick Bruckner joins, who is a German striker. He joins from Rostock for 1.5 million. Get you training. Then we have Rafael Garcete, who's a Paraguayan defensive midfielder. You will be trying to be sent to a Spanish side, otherwise off to Serbia or anywhere. Dieter Schwolo, yeah, who we signed from Frankfurt for 3.5 million. He's a centre back. He will be off to the under 19s. C10 Hall could be. Yeah, I saw that. Well, they've. Where's Ard today? They absolutely bottled it. I cannot believe how big of a bottle it was from them. Oof. The biggest bottle. Anje Yoon actually joins from South Korea. Striker. It's pretty decent. He joined from Suwon for 2 million. And sent him to Serbia. And finally, Thierry Boumal, who is a Cameroonian left back. Joins from, what was it? Racing for 4 million. Right, training. I don't know. It's cool. Anderlecht signs to Kickler. How much do they sign him for? 17.75k a week. Surely, when we sign him back in the summer, it won't be that much he wants. Hope so, at least. Like 9 points clear with 4 games to go, and they've done an Arsenal. I feel like that's really not said about much. But they like Arsenal were like 13 points clear in Christmas or something, wasn't it? And they lost like I think it was at one point it was 13 points, or was it 12, 11 or 12? That was like a huge one. Everyone's bidding for colours now. John Wynn from Gossete. Venezuela. No, we'll send you to somewhere else. I want to get to the 2nd of Jan to see Merson reckon Arteta has until Xmas to really. It'd be interesting to see because like it all depends on I don't know. This summer, if they get a striker, they're going to be a force. But it also depends on how well everybody else does. You know, I did say they're trying to fucking re-sign unnamed 32-year-old footballer. Which is kind of sick in my opinion, like in terms of disgusting, like that club has 0 morals since he's been in charge now, you know? Yeah, very nasty stuff. Oh yeah, Darian Campo, we do have a Campo too. Act Park Jin Ho, I don't want to try and loan you out, lad. Let's put a Campo on that top. Who's pissed at me still? Sorrel, Kellers, Gordon. Sorry, I put Sorrel back in then. Right, they're pretty much a pretty similar team to last time, honestly. A couple of changes. Well, actually, one change. Maybe I want to play Scott Hall. After his deserved Golden Boy, Welsh Player of the Year, Welsh Young Player of the Year awards there. Henry Bell's still playing for the Bank City. Bloody, how old are you? 27. Okay. Right. But yeah, no. Be interesting to see. Because I feel like it's one of those ones that they've like built this whole thing around. Like Arteta can control everything. It feels like so it'd be a big thing to sack him. I feel like he has next year as well. Oh, I should have started Herman. I should have swapped the other strikers around. I found an old Newcastle save on FM22, so we're going to do that. Oh, that's pretty interesting. How far in were you with that? But yeah, no, it'd be interesting. I feel like they'll give him next full year because I don't think they'll sack him in Christmas because of how much he set things up. It would be insane to sack him mid-season and have someone try and come in and salvage it, you know? So I think it's next. I don't know. It's weird though. I can see Arsenal ownership just keeping him around, you know? Because as long as they're finishing in the top 4, I think they'll be happy. Weirdly enough. And because like it feels like Arteta is kind of. It was funny him talking about he always tries. He's a master manipulator as well. Like talking about like one injury and certain teams are 16th and 17th, and I'm like, well, I think it was more than one injury that had Spurs down in 17th, you know. And you've had far less injuries than them. John Wynn, by the way, lovely stuff. It is extremely funny. Oh yeah, of course, Palace beating City, huge in the FA Cup final. Love that for Palace. 1.5 seasons. It also kind of if you would have said before the season that Man City and Arsenal were not going to win a single trophy between the two of them, like that is wild looking back at it, you know? That is genuinely insane. Like you've got fucking Liverpool, Newcastle and Palace as your cup, your domestic winners, which is kind of mad. And of course, Chelsea women's won the FA Cup as well, so complete their domestic treble. If only the Chelsea men's team were like that, you know. Boys and Simba, Henry Bell, Blank Cardwell, good tackle, lad. We haven't actually done much today in this game yet. Half an hour and only 1-0 up. Sorrel, Blancard, Andreev, Scott Hall beats his men. Puts it wide. Poor from him. Bit selfish actually. Sakar goes long, cleared. Sakar. Blancard, Scott Hall, falls to Andreev. He was kind of tackled there, actually, but Andreev gets another goal. Very nice. The Ukrainian actually got a work permit for us, so he's doing pretty well so far. I think he got his first Ukraine call-up as well. Yeah, Scott Hall just gets tackled and Andreev jumps in. So a bit lucky there, but I'll take the luck while I can. First game of the new calendar year too. All right, Nunez, Daniel Jensen, Perpich, Nsumba. Perpich, Sakar, good tackle. Scott Hall, Sakar, Herman, Campo, Andreev, Scott Hall. Andreev heads on and Martin just tips over the bar. Sorrel, Campo, okay. But yeah, Chelsea. I'm just very worried about Chelsea versus Forest because it's away against Forest too, and I saw the stuff from the Forest's last game. They literally get everything given to them, like insane how many fouls and Sorrel injured. That sucks. Like they had so many like anytime they touch the floor, but it's a free kick to them, and it's just at Forest ground. Like the commentators are going to be just fucking baying for them. It's going to be. I'm not going to watch the game. I don't think I can handle it. If Chelsea win that's going to be the Forest game's harder than the Real Betis game. I can guarantee you. And John Wynn gets a second. That's 3-0. Lovely. Shame the injury for Sorrel though. Right. Let's see. If Bournemouth can do us a big favour today, that'd be fantastic. Andreev. We just need some draws and some losses for these other teams around us. Sakar. Lee Jambo. All the way back to Iramia. John Wynn. Scott Hall. Oh, and Lee Jambo at the back post. That's 4. Lovely stuff. Very nice goal there. And we are cruise control versus Bangor City as well here. Nice. Scott Hall. It's a good cross, actually. Lee Jambo, the newly subbed on. One of the first teamers. Just easy. Back of the net. No goals from the strikers again, though. Hilariously. See if they can get in on the action in the second half. Right. Try and do some stat padding, lads, please. Versus Bangor City. They're 10th, Ooh, John Wynn. Okay. I wonder if we get a penalty he'll take because he's on 2. Bankard, Andreev, Scott Hall. He's offside. He does have an offside, Scott Hall. He's a bit too... It sucks. He shouldn't be offside as well because he's too quick. He's got insane pace. But he just gets it's offside out as well. Oh, he's flown through that only 15. Scott Hall plays it in. Cleared initially. Andreev, Scott Hall again. Pulls it in. Cleared again. Blancard. Back out to him. No, foul actually. Taken by Andreev. That goes wide. Right, Lucy's looking tired. Herman. For Delic. Delic puts his shot wide. It's free kick wide, actually. Let's get this 5th goal, please. I want to keep this 5-goal average up. Blancard. Delic. Oh, so close. So close. Sakar. Lee Jambo. Oh, Ramia now with a knock as well. Not great. We'll keep him on though for the moment. Andreev. The wall. Second one goes wide. Okay, Scott Hall. Andreev. Wide again. Running out of time, lads. The strikers have not been on it today. Lee Jambo. Scott Hall. Lee Jambo. Campo. Oh. John Wynn was there. He was looking for his hat-trick. He was looking for it. And I feel like we're going to stop one short here. I think it felt like we have a bit of a stat pad. So we've got, 3 goals cushion at the moment, which is not too bad. But one game and that can be all undone, Sakar. Let's go with him to Lee Jambo. Campo. Andreev. Oh, should have been a bit more power on that. To be fair, their keeper has made 10 saves. We had 16 on target, 38 shots. 7 clear-cut chances. Just didn't get that. I guess over the 2 games, it's level, 6-0 versus Bala, 4 versus Bangor City, 10 at 2. Yeah, so average is 5. Excuse me. Right, but yeah, we're smashing it so far. Only 8 conceded as well. It's very impressive. I mean, you conceded 3 of those to Lido in the early season. Right. Hopefully that injury isn't bad for Iramia. Okay. Half an hour till the City game's on. Okay. Cool. Press Messed everybody up. Oh, no. Who's out? Sorrel. Oh, 2 to 3 months. That's a shame. He's been doing really well, Sorrel. That's a real shame for him. When's his contract? Oh yeah, he got plenty of time on his contract at least. He'll get his Welsh contract, his Welsh nationality at least, which is good. Okay. Good stuff. Cool. Carmarthen up next at home, which should be just another game of just the B team players. Literally, what a way to start. 11th, 10th, and 12th. Oh, a nice way to start this stream, you know. Okay, Keller's happy to stay. Can I give you a new contract? He's not happy to. They just lie. They're just lying. Fucking okay, whatever, mate. Whatever. You can go wherever. Escobedo. Burn. Armington. Okay, La Liga window opens. Yeah. Fuck. Right. Assertive. Yeah, there you go, mate. Like, you literally, like, just said you're happy, and you're immediately like, oh, yeah, no, actually, I'm not happy. Let's offer him out for 5.75 million. See if anybody wants to sign him for money when he can go for a free. Transfers, what am I doing? I'm looking for transfers that I can send out on loan. You. And also, let's have a look around here. Who do I want to send out on loan here? Maybe a Campo. And the guys down here that haven't got a single start, like Park Jin Ho. Loan him out. These guys here. Offer our clubs for loan, and then we'll go to our loan market and go get back Cesar Rios. All from his loan. Yes. Nice. Right. Okay. Rios loan finishes. Good stuff. Get him training to be a centre mid, maybe. Training to be an advanced playmaker. Because he doesn't have the finishing really to be a striker. Hilariously, they're bidding actual money for him, which is funny. Garcete? Yes, he can go to Spain, actually. Nice. Where was that? Huesca. Saw. Rayo as well. Nice. Campo got 2 offers. Once Caldas. Sure. Do I just... yeah. Okay. Chatska should be dropped by the Czech Republic because he's not getting played enough. Okay. Right. We've got Haverford, which is actually a tough game, but I think Ocampo can play against Carmarthen at least. Ocampo. Rios. Okay. Oh, I saw something. Saragogui didn't get any offers. Need Park Jin-ho or Popiella. Oh well. Okay, cool. Marcus Gordon happy to stay. That's good. Who's up next at being pissed at me? Jeremiah, Chatska, Kaiser, Lee Youngwook. Okay, we got loads of time with the rest of these guys. But Jeremiah's still pissed off. Okay, Chatska. Those two will start the next game. Lee Youngwook probably. He's got 24 days. He's fine. Oh, Lido draw again. Okay. Jesus, man. We could be so far clear. We could be 19 clear if we win our games in hand. Espinosa's now pissed about first team football. Good God. Good God. It's just a constant managing of fucking things. Jeez. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I got a sofa. I found a sofa. So me and Clay we haven't had a sofa yet because they're expensive and stuff. But the dog walk, was it? I don't even know when it was. Thursday, Friday. I found a sofa. And it was like for free takeaway, and it's like this like yellow leather sofa, three-seater sofa, and I went, fuck. And I walked the dogs home, and I woke Clay up at about 9 in the morning. I went, Clay, come with me. Do you think this is good? And she said, yeah, that's all right. Because normally I say, is this good? And she goes, no, it's not good because my choice isn't great of things, apparently. So didn't fit in the car. So I was like, right, we've got to walk it back. Thankfully, I brought a dolly with me. So I sent Chloe to drive home with the car. And then I carried the sofa, the three-seater sofa with one side on a dolly and me lifting the other half. Probably like 15-minute walk. I'd say 10 minute, 5 to 10 minute walk. Normal pace. Obviously, it took like half an hour to 40 minutes to drag home. But we got a sofa now. So that's another big furniture thing out of the way. It was not bad, so not in bad condition either. Which is hilarious. It's just kind of funny that it's just like, I just found it on the side of the road and was like, shit, okay. So that is, yeah, that's, we got a sofa now, which is cool because we can sort of chill a bit nicer, easier now. Right, Dulwich, Clotstra, we'll start Clotstra. Herman, the young, happy Alf Hook. Alf Hook's barely played, my goodness. Kaiser, where's our left mids at? Okay, we'll play Pachatska actually there. Scott Hall, WBF, we don't need need a left back. We can play left back. Here at me, I guess. Zanovic and John Wayne. We don't need another centre back. Where is another centre back? Mustafa Ak? Yeah, why not? Okay, that's pretty good. Right, let's go look at the fullback. The Bruckner, you can play. You can get on the bench, lad. We'll also put. We'll put Hansen on the bench too. Yeah, and then we need a striker on the bench. A good striker. So where's Asardis? Asardis has dropped down, interestingly. Right. D-Bay. Right, there we go. That's good. Let's go with this. Rios getting his first start this season with us. After his successful loan and a couple of players on the bench. 2 new signings from Germany. Oh, Drazen Skoff up top. Former boy. Isn't he Slovakian or Slovenian? Croatian. Can we sell you for like a load of money? No, 73k. He was a player though that I signed him because of his attributes, and then he just didn't really work out. But I knew he was good, and that's why. Yeah. Anyway, also at least get some profit off of him. Right. Some very poor morales in that back line. Okay. Well, did I make sure to change? Yeah, I think I did. Klotstra, again, is one of his rare starts this season. I thought I'd maybe as well play him to give Thingamajig a bit of a rest, a care. Delic. Oh, nearly a mistake. Right. Oh, Klotstra, mate. Jesus. Okay. Let's go. Oh, Rowan Carmathan here. Good tackle by Alfhook. So, Klotstra goes long to Rios. Over to Frachatska. Oh, well, we've got 9, 11, and 7, and 8, and 4, and 2. We have quite a few actual, like, normal numbers on the pitch for once. So it's just funny, I went 9, then 11. As Herman, number 18, scores our opener of today. That's fucking... Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. Glotstra with the long throw into Scott Hall there. Big touch, but keeps it in. Takes both defenders out of the way. And Herman has a good finish to make it 1-0. Nice. Glotstra. Ball in. Delic. Oh, Delic. You've got to be doing better there, mate. You were basically under the goal. Gotta get over it, mate. Get the header down. All right. Glotstra to Herman to Scott Hall to Prochatska. Nice. That's 2-0. It's 4th of the season. Good stuff. All right. Herman with a nice little head down. Smaller than before. Scott Hall. It's because it's a long name with an S. That's why I said that. And okay, they're just giving the ball back to us, it seems. Alf Hook. Rios. Back to John Wynn. To Iramia. Alf Hook. Rios. Delic. He's been pushed off the ball there. It feels like. Thank you, Smori, for Smori Live Discord ping. Did it just go through now? That's weird. I did it right at the start. That's very odd. Scott Hall, Herman, Glotstra. Scott Hall. Confirmed ice is a banger. Ice cream is a banger. Yeah? Ah, what flavour ice cream did you do, by the way? I forgot to ask. John Wynn, Prochatska. Come on, lads. I want to run up the score versus Carmarthen here. They're bottom of the league, you know. Scott Hall, back post. Okay. Scott Hall. Glotstra. Alf Hook. Corner. Glotstra again. Scott Hall. Maybe it's because I was playing Sakikla, who's kind of like a world-class striker in every single game. So, like, having a world-class striker up top does kind of help with the goals, maybe. John Wynn, Ack, Hook, Rios, Delic, Herman tries to shot, is blocked. Got my ping at the start. Oh, yeah, nice cream to be. Oh, yeah, Biscoff. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. You did say Biscoff, I remember. But nice. Chocolate tomorrow. Ooh. And Prochatska does get that third. Nice. Are you making it like protein ice cream, or are you just making it basic ice cream at the moment? It's proper adult buying, that is, you know, getting a Ninja. What is going on here? Glotstra, Hack, Hook into Glotstra, Hook to Rios, into Herman, into Delic. Oh, Delic is not had a good game today. He's shot a lot wide. Half time approaching. Hook, free kick over the bar. 1 minute added time. Half time 3-0. Not bad, but probably expect more, honestly. Maybe if I swap you two. Let's have a look if I swap you two. Yeah, Delic did seem to be in a better position there, but I don't know. Right. Oh, they've gone 4-4-2. They have. We're going to get a goal on us. Corner. Goodridge. We're not marking him. Just making it full. The whole, this was whipping cream, condensed milk, and Biscoff spread. You can also do it to add Oreos, marshmallow. Wow, damn, that sounds honestly amazing. You're gonna be having ice cream every single day. Prochatska gets his hat trick. Oh, very nice from him, and he doubles his goal tally in one game. Prochatska's decided today he deserves a start. You know, Rios, a nice little assist as well from him, and Prochatska. Good finish. 4-0. And we are cruising yet again in this game. I would like some bigger scores though, lads, please. That's why I'm not interested in one. I don't have the self-control for it. Oh, Scott Hall, mate, you gotta be doing better there. Alf Hook, Scott Hall. Glotstra, Hook, Rios. And blocked and cleared. Ooh, Iramia with a professional foul there. Right. Oh, they bring on Nathan Savage. Another striker. And a left back. So they're all their subs are done already. Got all. Herman back to Hook. Into Delic to Herman. Takes a long shot over the bar. Okay. Fotstra, Rios, Hook. Ugh. Not a great start. Not a great chance there. Rios tries to win it back, but it falls to Reyes. Could be a cat goal for Carmarthen here, actually. Great. Goodridge, mate. Jesus Christ. See why you're on the bench for bottom place, Carmarthen. Fotstra to Rios. It's on the line and it's cleared. Right, I'm going to make some subs. Come on, Bruckner. You can come on for Delic. Prochatska. Fuck it. You've done. Get your standing ovation, lad. And yeah, we'll bring on Frey. But we're bringing the youngsters on. Weather's been hot, so why not ice cream and slushies all day? Very true, very true. It has been ridiculously hot. I saw something. Oh no. I'm down to 10 after making my 3 subs immediately. Oh my god, they scored. There was something like UK has experienced more sun already this in 2025 than it did in the we've scored again. 5-0. Lovely. Scott Hall. This 5th of the season. They've experienced more sun in 2025 than they have done in the entirety of 2024 already, which is, or like in the summer, I guess, or the spring. Some ridiculous stat just about how sunny it's been. Like here we've literally, like, every day since I've got here. Oh my god, we're down to 9 men. Okay, I guess we're gonna do that. Yeah, why not? We're down to 9 men at the moment. They've just decided the only way they can fight us is like play us is just injuring the shit out of us. Yeah, no, pretty much every day since I've got here, bar like 1 or 2, it's been sunny. And even on the 1 or 2, it was raining. It was still sunny at the start. Oh my god. Oh, I was going to say we scored with 9 men. Oh, that's so close. Scott Hall offside yet again. But a 5-0 win. I guess we kept up the standards, but I would have liked a bit more in these games, you know, just to farm a few more goals. But there we go. 16 wins from 16. Lovely stuff. Hopefully these injuries aren't too bad, though. Of course, they didn't right after our subs as well. We decided to do all 3, and they're like, "Oh, you know, we're gonna just kick the shit out of you now." Right. Go. Oh, 10 people. So that means someone's out. And 4 to 5 weeks. And set for a pay increase. That's funny. Right, now we have some tougher games. Haverwest, Aberystwyth. No, a bit tougher time now, so let's go ready for these ones. Right. Right. Oh, apparently there's an update. The Man City have been removed for licensing purposes from FM24. So all licensed images removed from console. That's interesting. But they'll be back for 26? Very weird. Oh, Vika Hodak. You're a TNS. Campo after Onsay Caldas. West away from home. Let's go. Oh shit, Monster Train 2's out tomorrow. Shit. I played a good bit of Monster Train 1. By good bit, I don't know how much is a good bit. Hold on, I can check. Steam. 86 hours? That's not bad. That's a decent amount. Nearly 100 hours in there. Oh, you're Cosmo. How are you? Thanks for the follow, mate. How's it going, fella? You join us in 2364. What's up? I'm doing. How are you? Oh, I've lost one. There we go. Oli. Benfica in from John Wynn again. Man, I would be dead. Everyone would be. Well, that's the thing. We're in a different timeline on FM15 here. You know, we've discovered the trick of immortality. So That's why we're still going. Right, yeah, Haverfordwest away, Aberystwyth at home up next. Not bad. Not bad. Haverfordwest, interesting one. What was the last time we played them? I forget. Let's have a look in the schedule. Hold up. Haverfordwest. 7-0 at home. Okay, so that's not a bad start. So you're about 300 years old. Yes, yeah, my manager is about 300, although they only say how old does it say I am right now? It says I'm 90 right now. I'm getting up there. But it says I was born in 2273, which would be in the middle of this period here. So if you go to the Hall of Fame, you can actually kind of tell the real age. Because you see, oh no, it says date of birth 2227. It used to be 1994. So I think I'm like 370 now. But yeah, so I kind of see it. Maybe it's like right. Junior becomes senior. Nah. So what my headcanon is that we do. You know, there's those like it's like the jellyfish or the lobsters that have been proven that basically they're kind of technically immortal, where they have like their cells regenerate basically, and my headcanon is that we've discovered the trick for this. However, it only works when you're 100 years old, or like only works when you're older than 75, and it only resets you back to 75. So no one uses it except me, because I'm like, yeah, I want to keep playing football manager. I want to keep managing football clubs. So it's the sort of thing. It's like, would you take like immortality, but you could only be between 75 and 100 and kept resetting back to 75? You know, most people would probably be like, no, it's not really fun. You know. And if you're getting touched, you're gonna be ashes. Or I'm some sort of eldritch horror at this point, you know, and everyone's just like, "Fuck, what's the next team he's gonna manage?" Because they're just gonna be dominate for the next 60 years, you know, before he moves on to the next one. But yeah, we do. It's funny because you do have players, like former players will be like, "Oh yeah, this like from like 2100 will be like, oh yeah." You should prepare for him for the next game. And I'm like, hold on, you're like 200 years old now. What are you doing here? But yeah, it's quite funny. It's good stuff. I wish we had the testimonials in the new FMs, you know, where the old players come back. It'd be really interesting to see. Like it's just like, oh yeah, this striker, like Wayne Rooney has come back for a testimonial at 2300. Right. Wesker, anything going here? No. Okay. To the next day. Good stuff. Right. Okay, cool. Chat's happy to stay. That's good to see. Nice. Okay, Keller's hilariously could have left on a free transfer, but he's going to leave for 5.75. It's a shame because I was going to try and extend him, but he's a decent DM, actually. Decent DM. He'll do well there, but we did technically make profit on him. It's just these Turkish fucking players, man, with the work permits. It sucks. But what can you do? What can you do? Right. Hold on. Need to find FotMob. Get FotMob open ready for the City game. Cool. Real versus Barry. Barry having a shocker this year. 30. Well, I guess it's pretty close, actually. If they win, they're literally 1 point back. So it's actually very close there. It's mostly between Aber and Haverfordwest for who finishes bottom 6. Okay. Good stuff. Hilariously, we have no players on the top goal scorers list with the amount of goals we've scored. I guess it's because we've been rotating so much. Right. Fancy. I want you to check something. Sure. He's been on... Buddy, you've been living here for 20 years. What are you talking about? Buddy. Look, he's fancy. You've been here for 20 years, fella. You... What the fuck? The man, the myth, the legend, the guy who never dies. Igor Akin. Oh, Akinfeev, you mean? Unfortunately, he's not in the game. Didn't get remembered. There's a few players that are remembered, you know. Like Rooney's remembered. Messi. Rooney never left United. Messi. Oh, Christ. Where's Lionel? He never left Barca. Ronaldo. He went back to United, hilariously, but directly after Madrid. Never went to Juventus. And then retired in 2025, which is quite funny, actually. Bale. He, where's Gareth? Gareth? There you are. He went to Granada after Real Madrid. Funny. Became a manager as well. Won the Premier League with Liverpool. Even more ridiculous, honestly. Managed Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool. It was not very Spursy, that is, you know. There's a few players. There's not many players from like the original players saved, you know. Especially Akinfeev wouldn't be saved because they didn't have the Russian League open. Okay. Stuff. Beckham. I don't know because David Beckham wasn't. He might have been. No, because he wasn't a real player. That you know, he'd already retired at that point. We got Lampard and Gerrard. He was at New York at this point. Then he went to Deportivo in Spain. And then Gerrard, he just stayed at Liverpool and then retired. Never went to LA Galaxy. Think of the 2020 FM15 was the year that Chelsea's won under Conte in the Premier League. So kind of think about that sort of the amount of the players back then. I think it was that was the sort of year. Actually, I can check actually. Premier League, the past winners. It was Man City won that year. I don't know. Okay, maybe just before Conte. Somewhere around them. Ibra. God, there's a lot of Ibrahimoviches. Zlatan. There's a lot of Ibra. I could just put. There he is. He was at PSG and just stayed there. There you go. Retired at PSG at 2013. Well, he just kept going until 2020. In this save, did pretty well. 124 goals in 165 games. Retired age 37. Ah, but Tia went to Porto. That's annoying. Comments review. Full training, that's good. Cavani. Cavani, actually, there's a stadium named after Cavani. Oh, Beckham did. Yeah. Hold on. Cavani has a stadium named after him. I think it's PSG Stadium. Yeah, he just stayed at PSG his whole career. Hold on. Retired age 35. It's annoying though because this like the reserve stuff fucks it up a bit. Right. Hold on. It's taking its time. It takes a while to load club data because obviously it needs to load like 200 years worth of data. Facilities. Yep, Cavani Park, built in 2137, 96,000 seater stadium. Okay. Right, let's choose the team for today. Let's get ready. Hamsik. Ooh, I don't know if Hamsik will be loaded. Maybe. I don't know if he was big enough. Oh, he was. Marek Hamsik. Moved to Arsenal in our save. Wow. Napoli and then moved to Arsenal. That's like that's a proper FM15 like move, you know. Short spells and chart. Oh yeah, he also was a manager. He managed Slovan Bratislava, Lille, Stade Rennais, FC Nantes, FC Metz, Guingamp, Evian, Lavalloy, Arlen, and Sorrento. I don't think he won anything as a manager. He won the Europa League twice and the European Super Cup with Arsenal. There you go. Don't press. Quick pick. Right, Tizanovic. They want Sakir as a centre back. Interesting. No, let's swap you two like this. And everybody else I'm pretty happy with, I think. Watching you, Gordon. I need a striker. Where's my strikers at? Tomic. Still tired. Unless we get Delic or Rios. Yes, we put Delic. Yeah, we are a bit sort of striker-wise. We're a bit not doing too good. Is there any interesting nations winning the Euros, the World Cup? I can tell you, yes. European. We got the Euros actually this year coming up, which we watch through every one now. But I can take you through the winners. Slovenia 2044, Sweden 2056, Russia, Turkey. And it's kind of basic. Russia again, Ukraine 2236, Greece again 2268. We had a very close one. We had Wales and Scotland runners-ups. Ukraine again, Turkey again. There you go. Oh, Russia, my nation. Ah. And then World Cup, we have past winners. We'll play to the bottom. We have Slovenia, 2058. Slovenia won the World Cup and the Euros hilariously in this save. Turkey, then Denmark, Turkey again. Paraguay, 2178. Chile, 2194. Serbia, 2230. Russia, 2246. Slovenia, the new Spain. Ukraine, 2254. Ukraine again. Paraguay, Mexico, Turkey, and then Paraguay most recently in 2050. So Paraguay have won 3 World Cups in this save, which is pretty impressive. Transfers, loans. Where's all my strikers at? Do I not have any good strikers left over that I can bring back? I guess you have Delaunay or under Catherine. Maybe you bring in Delaunay. Yeah, why not? Right. I love Ukraine and Spain have their fair share of international titles. Russia. Yeah, no, to be fair, it's sort of like you have the big teams, you know, like the main nations, but then you have like this second tier of nations that have all sort of kind of like done very well, which is like Russia, Ukraine, Turkey. I think Mexico are kind of in that. They've made 6 World Cup finals. They only did win 1, but the fact that they're like up there in that level, you know, those are like the second tier. Yeah, Slovenia was the shocking one. 2044 Euros followed by 2058 World Cup. It wasn't even like they were the same area, because I guess you could expect that if it was like they had like a golden generation. But there was 12 years between it, so they obviously just got lucky in the Euros and then got lucky in the World Cup. But the World Cup is funny because it's actually like easier for a small nation to win the World Cup than it is for the Euros, because of how like the World Cup has like only 2 go through in the group stages. So you can have big teams go out in the group stages a lot easier. But because of the Euros, you have the lovely stuff. Coached by Oblak. But because in the Euros you have the 4 best third place teams get through. Even if a big nation has a shit group, they can get through pretty easily, you know? Like, teams have got through on 2 points before. So the World Cup's a bit more harsh, actually, and a bit easier for small nations to make a run on it, which is kind of wild in stuff. But I guess it's also, even qualifying, it's easier to qualify for the Euros. The World Cup, we've seen loads of big nations miss the World Cup in qualifying, because it's like, you got to win your group, or you're the 3 best second place teams. We've started very well here. WBF. I think Oblak might be saved in this. Sasada is. Oh, he should have turned and shot. Italy 22. Exactly. Netherlands 2022 as well. Was it? No, was it Netherlands 2018 as well, wasn't it? The Young Wooks, more than before. Ganso saves. I think Oblak's in this. Oblak. Yeah, there he is. He stayed at Atletico till 2031, and then. Yeah, that's it. Retired fully. And actually has a face on it on our save. I don't have a face pack or anything, but it's just the original one. Ganso with a big save. We've started 7 shots on target from 7. Like, he was made 7 saves already in this game. Are you joking? Rajatska. I don't know how he's made 7 saves, but only 7 shots on target. Sidibe. Oh, it's a good block. first one not on target. It was going to be, but got blocked. The young Wu, Sidibe tackled. Just thought about something. Right. Lee Jambo, WBF. Ooh. Starting year is 2014. Oh, Cesades, lovely stuff. So 2013 is technically the start year because 2014 is the start year because it's FM15, so it's 2014-15 season. So yes, 2014 is the start year, but I did sim the first season because I wanted to get my Welsh team into the league. So I simmed the first season, and then Jesus Christ, Cesades could not get a goal there as much as he tried. Their keeper's made 10 saves. The keeper's made 10 saves in the first 25 minutes of this game. Are you kidding? Jesus. Lee Jambo. Smoke Levy 4. A Loki want to check if one club players are one club. Well, Gerrard became a one club. Stayed at the one club, you know. He didn't leave for LA Galaxy like in this one. And Sidibe makes it through. Absolutely wrecking havoc West. But what one club players? What about Totti? Is he even in the game? Just go Totti. He is. He stayed at Roma the whole time. Retired in 2016. So only had another couple of years in him before he retired. Age 39. Lee Youngwoo puts it wide. Right, half an hour gone. 3-0 up. We are cruising in this game. He had 4 more appearances than IRL. That's pretty decent there. Very good predictions there, you know, from the game. It's okay. It is funny though, looking at like the Ballon d'Or and stuff from back then. You know, if we look at let's have a look at the awards. The Player of the Year, and go all the way down to like here. So basically it was just Messi every year all the way through, and then Koke wins Ballon d'Or, then Messi again, then Felipe Coutinho, and then we're into regens. But you had Fabregas, Aguero, Hazard, Tevez at Juventus actually. Tevez at Juventus is an interesting one. He went from Man City to Juventus. Oh yeah, he was at Juventus, wasn't he? Aguero, Ronaldo, Tevez, Ronaldo, Thomas Müller. Was Thomas Müller a one-club man? He was. Okay, it's a crazy shout. Hazard, Lewandowski, Ronaldo, Lewandowski, Hazard, Koke, Ike Munayin, and Diego Costa. What a insanely cursed 2022. He got 10 goals, 10 assists in 30 games. That's insane. So 2022, I can guarantee, I know what this is. This is, if we look at the World Cup, this is because Spain won the World Cup in 2022. So there's this weird thing in FM15 where if a nation wins the World Cup, the players from that nation are really highly likely to win the Ballon d'Or. And as you can see, they're all Spanish. FM is on cocaine for giving Koke the Ballon d'Or. So then it goes back to Messi, you know. So it always sort of Tony Cruz there, and then our first region comes in. Golden Boy is also quite funny, but yeah, it will adjust. But as you can see, we've got like Lucas Ocampos, Humam Tariq, who remembers him? Okay, into regions. Martin Odegaard, who went to Liverpool in this save, became Liverpool's player, and then back to went from Stromskog to Bologna to Liverpool to Madrid, and then Real Betis. And then I think we're in regen. Oh wait, no, J1 Kim. I don't know who you are, but we're in regens. Right, let's go back into the game. We're 3-0 up, half an hour in. Keeper's made 12 saves. Alright, ball in again. Cesades, Lee Jambo. This one before. Sidibe, Prochaska. That's 4-0. Lovely stuff. We are just. Oh, he's offside. Prochaska. Would have been nice to get the fourth early. Lee Jambo, good tackle. You're on a yellow though, lads. So be careful. Ooh, Nicholas. Ooh. Sakare. It's one before. Straight at the keeper. But the second one goes in. I think I just got blocked there. That's 14th of the season, this one before. Nice. Yeah, we're running away with this one. We're running away with it. It's more of a. This was the question of how many goals we get. How many saves does the keeper make? You know. Sakar, Prochatska, Sasades. One before. Oh, Sasades offside, and he hit the bar anyway. He kind of saved his blushes a little bit there. But I'm very happy, lads. Extremely happy. Right. Get creative, everybody. Jambo tries to play the ball through. Right. Ooh, Bolognini. No early chance here. Where's the comeback? Okay, they get a throw in. Okay, I'll get a throw in. Sakar, the young Wook, Sidibe, and that's 5. We hit the quota. That's good. 24th of the season. Sidibe's gonna get a lot more game time than that because he was losing out to Sakikler a lot. But now he's gone. Sidibe can strut his stuff, try and catch up with Sasades on goals. And he has been. Hat-trick for him. Very nice. Okay. Oh, Sasades picks up a knock. That's not what you like to see. I guess Delic comes on for him. Yeah, we are very light on strikers though, unfortunately. Sasades injured. The young Wook. I think I've just sold too many strikers recently, unfortunately. Jonathan, Davies, intercepted. 15 minutes to go here. Delic. The rate we started this game is, I felt I'm a bit like we should have scored a few more maybe. John Wynn, Lee Jambo. Maybe I should sub him off soon. Should look at who is actually. Oh, Sidibe tries again. Who's a bit tired here? Yeah, Lee Jambo, you need to come off. We'll bring on Noel Frey, the youngster. Give him some game time against a big club. Hold up. The young Wook. Sidibe. Oh. Don't win. What up now? WBF. Montagna comes on for Davies. Have gigs already retired in your database? I don't know. Maybe not. Oh. Gigs. Yes, he has. Because he's not in here. So obviously, he had retired. Maybe he retired 2013-14 then. Or he retired and he wasn't a big enough player, you know. The fact that he only played one season to warrant being saved into the database. Sidibe, Small Tizanovic, Prochatska. I don't know if Puyol was in this. Nah, Puyol neither as well. He wasn't in there as well. Gelder, Bojic, Nicholas, Diaz, Gelder. That's a shame it was only going to be 5-0. I was expecting far more after being 3-0 up after 26 minutes, you know? Hopefully Sasades isn't injured too badly either. Excuse me. Right. Oh, game's kicked off, hasn't it? 0-0 both games so far.
Bruh, look at this dude.
Who are we checking out? Duck God. Who are we checking out? Prochatska. Into Frey. I'm on to Delic. Oh, lovely stuff. Oh, okay. That'll be full time. 5-0. Keeping up the record, but I want to get some more, you know? Unless... Oh, okay. That'll be it. The young Wook. Okay, 5-0 full time. Demolished West there with ease. Very happy, lads. Our Lord and Saviour Nicholas Bentner. I don't know if he'll be saved. 88 for 8 against. Not bad. Not bad. 217. Bent. God. How do you spell Bentner? Bentner? No, probably spelled it. I think it was, yeah, Bentner, wasn't it? What about Bruno Soriano, retired in 2020 RL? He's a one-club man. I have no idea. We'll have a look. But I do not expect it. Nope, not loaded. Oh yeah, by the way, okay, Sasades made it through. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. Right, Aberystwyth is up next. I think this is a makeup. No, this is a makeup game. This was a makeup game as well. Right. Good stuff. Oh, Southampton are going to sign Will Still. Right. Good stuff. Right. What was I going to do? Does the Conference League have any... The Conference League isn't a thing in FM15. You know? It wasn't it wasn't implemented yet. So we've just got Champions League and Europa League. Yeah, no, exactly. It's a bit harder here. We have Europa League. There are some interesting teams in the Europa League that have won it. Well, Anderlecht have won it quite a few times in recent memory. It's 3 times in the last 7 years. Anderlecht, Vitesse, Heerenveen. Obviously the Welsh teams. Twente, Vitesse again, Heerenveen. Gosh, very well. Then you got Pennybont, Lido from Wales. Zenit, Fenerbahce, Standard Liège, there's the Nations League. From 20 onwards, there's the Nations League, that's true. Inter Milan, Ajax, Delta Portatola from Italy, Nuremberg, US Senat Moisy, lots of big teams, Perugia, but big nations, but did you see Zoe? Yeah, I did, Nizzy, it looked awful. Poor girl, man, oof. Hopefully it's not too bad, but looked terrible. Solano from Italy, Angers from France, CSKA, Valencia, PSV, Shakhtar, Genoa. No small nations really. Aberystwyth, Lorient, Genoa, 14 again, Stade Rennais, Brentford, Chelsea, Fuenlabrada from Spain, Chamois Niortois from France. Lido, 2177. Las Palmas in Spain. Yeah, no small nations really. Evento, Le Havre. I reckon she's done. Really? Oh, that sucks. She's just a wrestler. That God. Ripper Nation. I actually looked at the Nation League winners. Norway. Sorry. Right. Let's have a look at any Nations League winners that are interesting. Norway's the big sides. Yeah. All big sides, really. I never even look at the winners of this. Russia won it there. Sweden 23-27. Scotland 23-49. Norway 23-61. There you go. Okay. Right. Good stuff. Delphin wants first team football. Yeah, sure, mate. Okay. Now Aberystwyth at home next. So let's get ready for this one. I don't even see who are... Oh, I think we're facing Barry in the Premier League Cup final. Yes, we are. We will not make it there tonight, I don't think, though. Get ready with attacking movement.
Bruh. Look at this dude.
Who do you want to check now? Yo Cosmo. Apologies for the name butchering. Okay. Oh, City have scored, fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Bournemouth, for God's sake. Okay. 1 week. 1 week. 1 week. What? Oh, God. Oxford. Got to go. I feel like we haven't done anything. CSK Moscow. You've won a few Europa League. Oh, that's wrong. CSK. There you go. Russia have been actually very good in Champions League and Europa League, etc. Never mind, I'm too tired. 3 years, 11 months, 1 day. You need another month, not another week. So here's CSK. They unfortunately have the league open, but there's a lot of wins. Only 35 for the Russian Premier League. The last one was 2350. But basically, because I don't have it open, it kind of just defaults to the highest rep. So it's Zenit with CSK winning it all the time, you know, and you come second a lot. As you can see, runners up 311 times. Came up runners-up in the Champions League in 2021. 7 wins in the Europa League, though. Pretty impressive. A couple of Super Cup wins. Runners-up as well, 4 times in the Europa League, 6 times. 48 Russian Cups, 296 runners-ups in the Russian Cup. 59 wins of the Super Cup, and 285 runners-up. Who we lost to in the Champions League? 2021. Very early on that was. Jesus. 2021. Juventus. We might be able to see, actually. 3-2. That game was a close one at Old Trafford. That was your closest Champions League glory. But you did get 2025, 2021, 2160, 2185, 2205, 2252, 2271, and 2319 Europa League winners. So not bad. Not bad for not being Zenit, you know, because as I don't have the league open, it literally is just by rep. So like Celtic have won literally every Scottish Premier League because I don't have the Scottish League open. So close, very very close. To be fair, I'm surprised CSK haven't made more finals. Zenit have made a lot of Champions League finals, to be honest. Let's see this Marmouche goal. Very frustrating. Come on, Bournemouth. But let's see. Oh, bloody hell, that's a fucking ridiculous goal. What the fuck? Oh my god. A fucking Keppering goal. He's never saving that. Zenit. Let's have a look at Zenit. I should just go like this. Oh no. Right, let's go CSK Moscow. This is the quickest way to get there. Maybe not. Oh, okay, we're loading CSK back up again. Okay, and then we go Russian Premier League, and then we go Zenit. Okay, here's Zenit. So, yes, they've actually won the Champions League 4 times. 2078, 2086, 2134, and recently 2296. 13 times runners-up, 2 Club World Cups, 10 Europa Leagues since the save started, 321 leagues, 310 cups, 280. Yeah, so they've won the Champions League 4 times. So pretty impressive. Pretty impressive there. 2078. That's quite early, 2078. 2078. There we go. Yeah, they beat Lyon, and then 2086 beat Lyon again. And then, God, when was the next one? 2134 beat Benfica. And then it was somewhere over up here, wasn't it? I think it was 2296 or something like that, wasn't it? Yeah, they beat Barry. They actually beat me. They actually beat me in the final. I remember that one, I think. They beat me 3-1. Was I here? Was I still at Barry? Yeah, I was still at Barry at that point. There you go. What's up with the British domination? It's the Welsh domination, because I'm managing the Welsh teams and winning the Champions Leagues all the time. So at the moment, you know, I'm currently managing Llangefni, and we've currently won 11 Champions Leagues in a row. And we've won, I don't know, 20 something with Llangefni so far. So it's not actually what's it called? English teams doing anything anymore. They're pretty terrible. It's the Welsh teams winning all the time. TNS they're actually relegated from the league at the moment. They never really did much because they never managed them. They won a few Premier Leagues at the start of the save, but then since then, they never really. I think they got to a Champions League semi-final once. Like that was their best performance. They got, where was it? Qualifying, best playoff, quarter-final versus Bayern. Yeah, they lost to PSG in 2070 in the semi-final, and then lost to Bayern in the 2072 semi-final. That's the best they did. Time to go to TNS to bring them the glory. That goes against it, because they're the English team, you know? They're the English team in the Welsh League, so they're the enemy. Even though I'm English, so. Right. Right. Good stuff. It is extremely funny. You can force them into being Welsh. Yeah, that could be an interesting one. TNS, but I'm not allowed to sign any English players. Or like my youth intake, I'm not allowed to sign any of the English youth intake, even if they're like 5-star players. That could be something funny. I just see Thudno beat West. I bloody did. Go on, Thudno. Wow. What was I going to show? Don't sign them, but sell them. A genius idea. We have to be fair, at the moment the rule is at the moment we're not allowed to sign anyone from nations that qualified from the previous World Cup. So every 4 years it resets. So basically it means I can never sign Brazilians or Argentinians and stuff. At the moment I can sign Germans and Turkish players because they didn't qualify for the most recent World Cup. But those are my like 2 best nations, and then like Uruguayans and Chileans. But it makes it a bit more difficult, you know, because FM15, once you get on the roll, it's kind of easy, you know. But we got another 6 years, and then we're going to take off all the rules for the last 10 or so, 10 to 15 years with Zanetti. And I swear, yes, you can swear here. You can, it's allowed to an extent, you know. We just don't no extreme fucking racism, etc., etc. You know, the rest of it all. But yeah, I swear all the time, you know, especially when we're losing. Right, quick pick. Let's see. They want pretty much the same lineup. Yeah, it's the same lineup, isn't it? Oh no, they put Sakare. Cunt. Thank you, Nizzy. Thank you, Nizzy. Right, we're gonna put Delorme on the bench. I mean, I wanted to say turn big nations into shit so they can be Welsh. You mean like, so you're saying, I don't understand, how do you mean turn big nations into shit so they can be Welsh? You mean sign up all of their players and then just don't develop them or something? Right, what am I even trying to do here? Wuchin, Delorme, Tomic. This is looking all right, yeah. Yes. Oh, okay, I don't have enough youngsters. Okay. Right, I need to... Let's bring on you. I don't think that that would be possible because they're still, but then put them into the Thanethi under 23s. I don't think we have the money to do that. Well, we do have a lot of money, but I don't think we have the, like, there's too many players to sign all of them. Like, there will be players that are good and they'll just develop just because they're playing in the under 19s, I feel. That would be insane to do. Like, I'd have like 1,000 players on the books. I also just like the ecosystem of just not touching it too much. Then Thanethi into reserves. Jesus, that would be some insane shit. Honestly, like that would be a ridiculous undertaking to sign every good player from a big nation and then just. Also, I wouldn't be able to afford it because some of the players, they're so expensive. Like they're like some of the youngsters, they come through the youth intake and they're like, oh yeah, I want 84 million for this 14-year-old. I'm like, no. Someone doing a Builder Nation. Technically, I've been doing a Welsh Builder Nation for the longest time, but just a very slow one, you know. We're doing Ruin a Nation. I've tried to do Builder Nations in terms of like at the moment I've got a Malaysian owner. And before I had a Luxembourgish owner. So I had like a bunch of players come through the youth intake. But unfortunately with the Malaysians, they all have Welsh second nationality. So they just represent Wales. And with the Luxembourgish ones, they just were never very good, unfortunately. So they never became anything. Sidibe with a big chance there, saved. Still 0-0 early on here, but a couple of big chances. Sidibe again, another big chance. Malaysian Welsh is crazy shit. Yeah, I know. It's great. There were some really good names. But it's so annoying because they all just choose Wales as soon as they're like any good. which is a real shame because it would be so cool to have like actually like good Malaysians. Like as you can see, where is it? Scott Hall is currently our best youth intake from Malaysia. Immediately represented Wales. You know, had a very good year last year. Doing very well this year, though, less games. But well, only way is editor. Yeah, but I'm not going to touch the editor. By the way, lovely 15th of the season for him. Yeah, I'm not touching the editor on this save. Oh, Wolves have taken the lead versus Palace. I expected Wolves to beat Palace, to be honest. I feel like Palace are probably on the beach, you know? They don't give a fuck. They won the FA Cup. I was going to say that the Liverpool-Palace game is going to be the most on-the-beach game of all time. Some cinema names. Well, we have the rename the regen option, so, you know, enough channel points, you can rename whoever you want. Well, not whoever you want, but with restrictions. John Wynn, good tackle. Lee Young-wook. Going down the right. Pulls it into Sidibe. Lee Jambo. Desardes. Lovely stuff. He hasn't had a few goals recently, so that's good to get. It's only his 33rd of the season. I don't think he's scored much at all this stream. But there's another goal for him, which is nice. Oh, no Malaysian bent over. we do have that. I think that would like we've allowed Alf Hook. Hello, Subatomic Surfer. I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. How are you? How are you doing? We're in 2364, so we're chugging along. David Johnson shoots wide for ABBA, former boy. WBF, Prochatska, someone before. Oh, good save. Prochatska again. Back to WBF. Like, we have fucking players called World Best Flatulence. Amazing. On the cusp of making my UCL final, my Liverpool save first. Hey, nice. Who have you got in the semi-final then? Right, WBF. Okay. The Young-wook into Lee Jambo. Someone before. Desardes. Prochatska. And Serban saves again. With the caveat of only being able to sign Dutch players, English players, or new gens from the academies of those two countries. Oh, okay. They're going for a sort of Arne. Oh, lovely stuff. Yeah, with his 25th. Please don't kill me, but my first FM is 23. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. That's absolutely fine, man. My first is FM 15. Compared to some people in the chat, that's a super old new one, you know. I hope I did good in my first. What was your first ever save then? We have Barcelona, but we beat them 5-1 at the Camp Nou in the first leg. Oh, bloody hell! That's some first leg result. Oh no, Jordan Elliott, mate. Oh, you were supposed to come out. Oh, what a save! What a save! Basically Monaco, but bought by Saudi. Oh wow, okay, interesting. How did it go? So did you do like editor and just gave yourself a tycoon then at the start? WBF. Who have you got in the final then, or do you not know? With 15-year-old Sandy McKinnon, the Scottish New Zealand striker, scoring a brace. Oh bloody 15 years old! Jesus, how? So he came through your first regen intake, or I don't know if he's a real player or not. PSG, but worse. Out PSG, basically. We play the winner of City versus Inter Milan. Ooh, okay, interesting. Right, 3-0 up at the break, and yeah, he came through the first youth intake. Bloody hell! So you got registered? How did to bring it? Wow, it must have been is he like a 5-star regen or something then to be playing him in the Champions League semi-finals at 15? Got to be some youngster. So my first save, obviously, is one trophy. Okay, not that. That's not bad. First, one and 3 finals. Okay, and second place. Well, we lost the second leg 2-0, but it doesn't matter. Nah, that's true. That's true. 5 through an aggregate. Europa League. Hey, not bad. 3 finals of Coupe de France. Sardes, Seker. Coupe de Champions. Okay. Well, what big players did you sign then with all your transfer money? You know, what were your Galactico signings? Right, Pastalic is on for ABBA, and I haven't changed yet. Well, by the way, I've done all of this without having Allison. What happened to Allison? Biggest one probably Sabozai. Oh wow, okay, fair enough. How much did I sign him for? I thought his ACL exploded in August. Ooh, that's not nice. Not nice. David Delphin. Let's bring on Delaunay for Cesades as well. So I guess you'd be going with Kelleher. To be fair, whenever Kelleher plays Chelsea, he turns into fucking prime Neuer. So I'm not too I'm like, he's pretty good. Now he's getting shipped off to PSG for 90 million euros. Wow, fair play, fair play. Care, Lee Jambo, Delphin, John Wynn, WBF. Chatsko. I shouldn't say his name, but Wissam Ben Yedder carrying us. Oh, okay. And Delaunay comes back from loan, gets his first of the season. Nice. There you go. There you go. All right. How's the season going then at the moment? Right. What's this? Oh my God, De Bruyne has just missed an absolute sitter as well. Jesus. Oh, pass is 1-1. Nick Tia. Carrying the City in the final. City in the UCL final after the 99th minute Haaland goal sends them through 6-5. Jesus, what a semi-final that was. Bloody hell. Alright, we've got 7 minutes left. Sakar, Lee Young-wook. Great ball. Oh, Delordy's come back and gone, yeah, I've got a point to prove. Bloody hell, what a goal. No worries, Dark God. See you later, man. Have a good one. Yeah, the Marmouche one is a banger. The thing is, though, fucking Marmouche is obvious. Like, it literally is. Fuck it, Kepa down there somewhere. Like, the amount of teams that used to take long shots versus Kepa, because they know he can't save from long range, so they just shoot, you know? We also won the Premier League and the Carabao Cup, but lost the FA Cup quarterfinal 3-2 to Spurs thanks to Udogie. Wow. Won't play for us anymore. I mean, if it was second, you probably would have had months. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Right, that's just insane that Liverpool have got him as the backup, as their next keeper as well. Like, going from Alisson to him, Jesus, man. That's how you continue on the goalkeepers. I honestly hope, might honestly sell. Really? Right. Anethi versus ABBA. 5-0 again. Is that 4 in a row? No. 3 in a row, we've done 5-0. We got Real up next, away from home. And then Bangor City, then to the no. Then Barry. Okay. Right. Charlie Setford from Ajax. Brought in my own Kelleher back. Oh, okay. Oh, I can perfectly pronounce Georgian names, but can't pronounce Sobolozai. Good stuff. We've just beat Wolves 8. Bloody hell, you got some tactic going on then, mate. It's first season. Alright. So we'll log in FM23 and tell my transfers. Hey, making them the 5th team we've put 7 parts. What a first season you're having, mate. Jesus. Well, what formation you're running? John Wynn happy to stay. Good stuff. Not even a fancy touch, just a high tempo 4-3-3 control possession. Fair enough. Fair enough. Just obviously clicking with your team, you know? Real. Attacking. Not Wolves United, dude. Chill out. What? Wolves United? With a very attacking right back Frimpong and a less attacking left back window. Oh, so you made quite a few transfers at the start of the season. So I guess fullbacks, you man. Yeah, this goal scorer list is crazy. Right, to be fair, we're having this sort of similar season, but we're kind of rotating a lot. Like, we're averaging over 5 goals a game this year. So that's pretty decent with Finetti. Sabolazai, Jones, Dawson, own goal, Gakpo, Nunez, Trent. And also Sangram out. Bloody hell. How do you make this many transfers first season? Goodness me. Alright. Oh wow, Palace are 2-1 up. Jesus. Tia brace. Ketia, sorry. Some hit the post. Damn. We've actually just confirmed Wolves' relegation and saved Leicester. Oh wow. Okay. Right. Penny Bunting bid for Klotzer again. Nope. First Wolves beat Brighton 9-0 and get a 1-point bonus. They're relegated. Right. I can show you my Premier League at the moment, what's going on. I haven't actually checked it since the start of this the thing. Loaned Endo to Newcastle. Here's the Premier League. Hull City are top. Wonder how he's doing. Level with West Ham. Arsenal 5 points back. Stoke, Man City, Hampton and Richmond, Chesterfield, FC United and Manchester, Spurs, Sunderland, Millwall, Notts County, Barnsley, QPR, Newcastle, Birmingham, Chelsea, Ipswich, Liverpool in the relegation zone with Fulham. That's the Premier League in our save so far. Championship, Plymouth still at the top. Newport County dropped massively. Go. League One, United have dropped out of League One. My big money signing came in. Who was your big money signing? Forgot. How do I check transfers? You go to transfers. 120 million euros for Girona. How did you sign? How does Liverpool have a budget of 120 million plus Grimaldo, Frimpong? Are you doing an updated database or something? Good God. Frimpong, Grimaldo, plus, what's his name, Windal, and Jarell Halder. Wait, how, you said you sound, that was your, oh, okay. Sorry, confusing. Okay, so, but still, Windal and Thingamajig plus 120 million. That's insane. 120 million. Is it like all in like future installments or something? Because that is crazy, buddy. Right. Next in getting Hato and Calico. Katie missed this. I saw that, Dizzy, yeah. Alice is leaving 90 to make up some cash. Jesus, man. You sold Yotta to. How much did you sell Yotta to? And who did you sell them to? Right, what am I doing here? I need to look at my promises. The Youngwook and Andreev. Grand card. Okay. Right. We sold Yotta to Arsenal. 56 million to Arsenal. Oh, okay. Delaunay. Do Delaunay and Rios maybe like that. Fancy in goal. Zanovic for the cursed wanted symbol has appeared on Trent's page. If I hover over that and I see Real Madrid, I'm gonna blow a fuse. Have you got him his new contract though? That's the question. I'm looking for another centre back. Oh, okay. Oh, I can put Blancard back there. And then I'll put Van Dale back there. Yeah, that works. On a contract until... There you go. Then you're fine. You're fine. Right, swap you two. So D-Bay for Elliot. And then we want a left back, actually. Iramia. Delphin, Tomic, Saker. 2 games left this season. Todd Cantwell, Victor Ruiz, Choupo-Moting, Mansverk, Nubel, Marina Sabolas, Ivelson, Langley. So it's actually relatively sort of realistic. Fair enough. Spurs at home in the Premier League at the Wembley in the UCL final. Ooh. Well, good luck for the final. Right, should we just European? Who do I want to play? A left back here. I will just leave it. Mansverk is underrated monster. Okay. I haven't heard of him, honestly. Who does he play for originally? Right. Let's mark up for real and get ready. Do I gamble and slot the 15-year-old? I wouldn't say so, but Mulder. Oh, okay. I think I recognize him. Give him a jump start on his growth. I don't know. Oh god. Why have I played those two? Jesus, they're both on 83%. I would probably say no. You want to play him against the shit teams to boost his stats early. You know. We just got 2 transfers out. Okay. Foxtra to Lee Young Wook. Andreev. Say Prochatska. Play him against Spurs. Got it. Oh, City 2-0 up. Damn. Bournemouth doing us no fucking favours, obviously. Good. Dale. Minamino to Almeria and Diatta to Wolfsburg. Okay. Ballon d'Or race is crazy. Andrive. Saka, Mbappe, Haaland, Salah, Odegaard. Oh, wow, okay. Surprising you've only got one player in there, seeing how well you've done. Morgan. Oh, don't like this. Oh, okay. Not a great start from us, in all honesty. God, Delaney's dead already on 60. Why is he so tired? Maybe he was in the reserves. He did definitely not break any 149 million transfers in and like 15 million transfers out. I know, oh dear God, over Gakpo is wild. Not been a great game from us here so far. We get some goals, lads. We haven't even any shots. 4 shots after 2. Jesus, Delorme. We had such a good cameo in the league game versus bloody ABBA. That McKinnon striker can play centre, can play everywhere. Sure. Cosmo. 15. That's not bad. 15. Is he 5-star then? Young Woo. Rios. Oh, I took way too long on it. Ugh. Right. Klotstra. Lee Young-wook. Andrive. Saved again. 4.5-star potential. 1-star current. Okay. You're flying through these games. You playing on key? Diaz and Canate square. Fair enough. Andrive. Lorne. Come on, let's get a goal for the half. Rios. Andrive. Pachatsk. Jesus Christ. I have the... Oh, you're instant resulting. Okay, fair enough. I have a massive go at them because this has been awful. eBay comes on for Delorme. Another free kick. Saved. We won Liverpool 2-1 while not having any proper right back. I had to use 3-4-1-2. Fair enough that you were able to change the formation though. I normally just bring a youngster on a right back or play a centre back out of position or a right mid there, you know. Rios should have scored there. Young-wook and Drive. There's a lot of awards for us. We also got a red card. Bloody hell, that's a big win then. Got Sterling, Young-wook. Van Dale and Drive. Rios. Offside, isn't it? No! It's first ever goal for us. Yes! Go on, Rios. Finally. Whew. Okay, it takes a little bit of pressure off. Doesn't matter much though, since it was in 90+2 minute. Okay, fair enough. All right, nice. Rios, lovely finish. Just gets the offside line right. Pachatska, good save. Well, man of the year, Kelleher won Golden Glove. Salah got players, and Britbuller got 8 players in the team of the year. Jeez, fair enough. Flying, mate. Right, Cesar Rios is already dying as well. Pachatska, Van Dale, cleared off the line again. Kelleher, Robertson, Van Dijk, Canate, Frimpong, as well as Salah and Nunez. Fair enough. Right, Smith. Surprised no Gakpo then. And just dropped 26. Wow, fair play. If only you could do that in real life for you. Andrive, Sidibe, Rios with his second. Nice. Not exactly a surprise. Right, now, if we don't count games against PSG, we're on a winning streak of any team in France. We're on the 19. Wow, fair enough. 13. Nice. That's not bad. One without PSG. 9 plus 92 goal difference. Not bad. Not bad. Chatska and Drive. Hold on. Need to. Okay. DB. Just wide. From 3 of our last 5 games. Oh wow, so dropped it at the end as well. Let's got what we can play there. Van Dale for Delphin as well. Right. Let's try and get some goals at the end here. Bit of Sidibe. Oh, I did score that. Won the league in April. Impressive. The Young Wook. Oh, okay. Can someone fucking nerf Mbappe? Oh, yeah, FM23. He's still at PSG, isn't he? That's not great. Dude scored 49 goals. Oof. That sucks. And Drive or Keller only conceded 22 goals in 36 league games. Not bad. Very good. Drive. Oh, 18 clean sheets. Very impressive. WBF. And Drive. And Drive. Delphin. Chatska. God, we're playing around here. Bloody hell. Sidibe. Oh, shocking. The Canate. We scored 32 corner goals. Jeez. 14 games, scored 26 goals. For Mbappe. Oof. Oof. It's like Haaland in the FMs, you know, when you're in the Premier League, just like, fuck, he's on like 45 in 30 or something like that. They also bought Grealish. You know, I think Grealish pre-fucking Pep would probably cook in that PSG side. Or he had all the creativity sucked out of him. Drive. Scott Hall. Delphin. Oh, Sidibe. Oh, wide again. Canate had 25. Canate had 25 goals. My God. That is an impressive quarter tactic. Right. We're gonna, unfortunately only 2-0 here, so we're going to be not great for the 5 goals a game average. I think we'll be back to level. Scott Hall though does make it 6th of the season for him. 3-0 in the 90th minute. Nice. All right. Still half time in those games. Okay. Dude done fucking nothing before PSG. I have no idea why PSG signed him. 3 goals in 31 games. How much did they sign him for? Right, we win this 3-0, which is a bit under poor from us. We had a poor start, and I got 7 in 13. Career resurgence at PSG. Right, I'm pleased with how things are going. 74 million, jeez, that's a lot. Right, Man City lost 50 million on him. Oof. Right, that's squad. Rest everybody up, I think. We'll move you. Yeah, move you to the senior squad. Move you to the senior squad. And so you got him for 138. Was it 138 they bought him? I thought it was 115 they bought him for. Grealish. Transfer. 100 million. 100 million pounds. 117.5 euros. It wasn't 138. Favourite personnel after one season. Up the atomic. On the same level as Milner, Suarez, and Rafa Benitez. Gordon wants a new challenge. $138. Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough then. Fair enough. Who uses dollars though? I get pounds or euros, but Iron Mings 90 plus 3 equalised and they lost on pens. Spurs bottled the FA Cup final to Villa. Oh no. Consulting for Haverford-West. You're not British. Yeah, I know, but like it's a British transfer, you know? And then to use dollars of all things. At least if it's like euros, you know? Euros are like, it feels like in Europe it's pounds or euros, you know? If you're pounds, it's like if you're British. But then anywhere else they're using euros. Saving game coming in. I don't know if we have time for the next game, honestly, lads. So we finish at 10, well, 9, 10. depending on your time zone, etc. All right. Our winning African Player of the Year. One day I'll find out how to change. You just go to your preferences, and you can set the currency. There's an option in the preferences.
I think there's even a search bar you could type in currency, maybe.
Right. Four players called up to the Dutch national side. Crazy idea. Phase 1 of Dutch Pool FC has begun. Bring back James Rodriguez. Oh, God, this save's taken a while. Jesus. Right, there we go. Save done. What's the next game? 18th versus Banger City. Try it. I mean, it would be kind of cool. Is he? How old is he in your save? Right now, he plays in Greece. Oh wow, is that in real life? Oh, he's playing in Mexico at the moment. But CD Leon. Time to bring him back to the top level. 32. Right. Would you take Grealish at Chelsea? That's a tough one. That is a very much a tough one. I don't think I would. I feel like he's been ruined by Pep. I don't know, like, because I have no idea how he would do, you know? Maybe. It's weird because, like, obviously we got Cole Palmer from City, but he was kind of young enough that he hadn't been complete, like, all of the creativity sucked out of him. Like, Villa, Grealish I would take completely, but it's just like how much of Grealish's creativity, that spark, has disappeared, you know? So I probably wouldn't at this point, but it's an interesting thing. It's a real shame because would you take Golovin at Chelsea? No, isn't Golovin like quite old now? Fucking Golovin was getting links to everyone when he 2018 because after his is he still at Monaco? How old is he? 28. No, I wouldn't take Golovin. I mean, he was linked with Chelsea he was linked with everyone back in 2018 after the Russian World Cup. Right. Here we go. Team selection. Do we change anything here? There's a couple of tired players, but otherwise it's mostly okay. I'll change Van Dale out. Maybe we change you two out. Put Delphin in. And Tomic, card. Mustafa Ak? Yeah, why not? Oh. Okay. Would you take 19-year-old Kishlak? I mean, he's performing like the best in CS:GO right now. I've never seen him. I don't know who he is, so I can't say yes or no to that, you know? Delic on the bench. Then we'll go get Espinoza. We put Espinoza on for. I'll leave that maybe. Do you have Discord? I do have a Discord. I can send you his highlights. We have a Discord. I think it works at the moment. It was the last. Was it? Who did we sign Yuri Zerkov from? Was that CSK or Zenit? That was the last Russian player we had, wasn't it? He was supposed to be the next big thing. I've seen Yuri Zerkov play live for Chelsea as well, which is hilarious at a preseason game. Yuri Zirkov. Back in the day, like 20. This was where is it? Yuri Zirkov. Where did we sign him from? How old are you now? We did sign him from CSK. Yeah, 2009. How old is he now? Where's he playing? Oh, he's retired now. What am I doing? What's my thing paused? Oh, an error occurred. That's weird. There we go, back on. I didn't hear the surname. Oh, Zerkov, CK. Yeah, yes, helped us. Yeah. I remember we signed him way back in the day. Never really cut it for us, unfortunately. But I remember he scored on his day, like in the preseason. I was like, fuck, this guy's gonna be amazing. It never worked out, sadly. Europa League in 2005. Ah, right. Bangor City again. Didn't we just play them? I swear. Right, we go again. Let's hope for a better performance today, lads. Got favourites here. Off we go. Well, now with our two strikers actually a bit more fit, maybe this will be a bit better. Delaunay, early chance. Alright. This will be the last game of the night. We're going to call it after this game. So let's hope for a good performance for our 20th league game of the season. We need to score at least 4 to keep up with our average of 5 a game, and then we'll hit 100 goals scored in 20 league games, which is pretty good. Riosh, oof, 4. Okay, Martin. Goes long. Prochatska wins back. Okay. James Newman down the line. Ooh. WBF gets there. Fancy. Sakare. Andreev. Ooh. Delphin. Delaunay. Andreev. Rios. Youngwook. Rios. Oh, nearly gets a goal early, but saved by the keeper that time. Sakare. Youngwook. Delaunay. Blocked again. Check general. Okay. That's welcome. General? Oh, that's in the welcome. In the welcome. He's 19 years old. Oh, that's... Okay, right. Have we scored? No, we haven't. Right. Here we go. Central midfielder. Rios. Is this for the main team he's playing for, CSKA? Or is this for the B team? Oh. No, it's okay. I can see it. The Youngwook, Rios, Chatska, Delphin. Oh, wide. High and wide. Okay. Andreev, Delaunay. Same thing. He's got some good goals, yeah. Some good long-range goals, to be fair, yeah. Is it? Yeah, no. Is he playing for the main team or the second team at the moment? Youngwook, Rios, Delaunay. These strikers have forgotten how to score. Oh no. Oh, okay, it's fine. Right. Youngwook, Rios. Hey, Rios. Lovely stuff. His third of the season. With his 6th finishing. Good stuff. Yeah, some decent goals in here. Decent goals, assists. So, did you do your final? I would like to announce. Okay, I assume this is won the UCL final. Hey, what was the score? Paul Newman, Morgan, Allsop, and Sumber. Fancy saves. Nice. Rios. 3-1 to us with a DS brace and a Salah goal. Ah, nice. Delaunay. Rios is flying. 2 goals in his past 2 games. Well, 4 goals in his past 2 games, actually. Villa beating Barry. I still have a 21 points clear as things stand. If Lido lose, we'll be 22 points clear after 20 games, which is insane. We want Pettibont to win that. Frimpong double assist as well. Nice. Youngwook. So you're playing Trent and Frimpong, or are you just rotating between the 2 of them? Or have you got Frimpong like right? I don't know, yeah. You must be rotating between them 2. Or have you got Trent in midfield? Yeah, Delphin. Trent DM Frimpong. Okay, yeah. Delaunay, Andreev, Delaunay, Rios. Delaunay. Lovely goal. 3. Lovely stuff. Okay. Right. Delaunay. Good. Cool. Okay. Chatska. Delaunay. Oh, okay. Trent is genuinely mental, the DM. Rios. Martin with a save. Okay. Right. The game's starting up again. No, still half time. Alright. Hold on. "20 assists this season. Fair enough. Okay, right. So just what? Can we get a fourth for the half? Rios fouled. Our leader have taken the lead. Damn. It would have been nice to be at 20 points after 20 league games, you know? This is a genuine one. Only one loss in the entire UCL run, and that was against second leg against Barca. Nice. Very impressive performance. Right. Second half, lads. Let's get one more goal to get to 100 league goals after 20 games. We won every other match. Nice. Rios. Was it the first season? I guess it was the old chat group stages then. I assume. Sakar. Andreev. Delphin. Oh, okay. Sakar. Andreev. Yeah, old groups. Ah, fair enough. It'll be interesting to see what goes next. Well, it's flown through. What the fuck? What's up? Mustafa Ak. Delphin. Mustafa Ak. Frimpong 7 assist. Nice. Ball over. Oh, that's a lovely ball from Perpich. The young Wook with a good tackle, though. Go on, lad. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Oh, okay, we're going to go key because it's past quiet time now. And we're already 3-0 up in this game. Oh, Christ, if they're going to score here. Not a good start. Simba. Perpich. Ooh, poor from us. Very poor. Of course, it's his first of the fucking season. Brilliant, lads. Well done. WBF. Locho, Youngwoo. Rios gets his hat trick. Lovely stuff, lad. He got 5 and 2. Not bad. Not bad from the player that doesn't have a 6 finishing. Very nice. 4-1 there. Nice. Lido 2-0 up. That's a shame. Come on, Penny Bon. Right. Barry up to 3rd, actually, as things stand. Right. Brick on Yelkin. Iramia's dying out there. So, John Wynn. And let's bring on Delic for Rios. Okay, cool. Right, 10 minutes to go in this one, and we're just flying through to the end here. 4 from us in terms of actually creating chances. Andreev. Okay, we got it. Delic. Andreev. Yelkin. Delic. Can we get 5th? Come on, lads. Oh, poor Yelkin wins it back. Hello, Cosmo. You're back for the end of the game here. Delaunay. Oh, good save. Good save again. Triple save. Triple save from their keeper. Simikas is a wanted man. Yelkin. Andreev. WBF. Delic. Okay. ESA. Wow, that's interesting. Some big clubs for Smiskas there. Oh, anyone did get a late goal back, but that's going to be it. Okay, full time 4-1. Very nice, lads. 100 goals after 20 league games. Not bad at all, with only 9 conceded. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Right, so there we go. We're going to call it there for tonight, lads. You watch the highlights. Oh, I was watching them. Yeah, they look pretty decent. So I want to buy on this 250 million and they could take it. very decent. We won the Club World Cup. Sasada's won the Ballon d'Or, and we have just been cruising in our wins. We had literally our first conceded goal since the Sao Paulo game there, that Man City game was. But there we go. So I will be back, I don't know, in the future. So you want him to Chelsea now? Sure, why not? But yeah, have a good one, everybody. I won't be here Thursday. We'll see what happens Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll see what's going on. I'll let you know on Discord. But yeah, all right. Have a good one, everybody. Have a good evening and have a good rest of your week. I'll see all of you guys next time. Goodbye.